Who else is involved? Mergers of this stature affect a lot of people. At Bechtel Jewelers, we say, sir, it's time to confirm the rumors. This is Lori from Bechtel Jewelers. It's true. People are talking about you and that woman you're so crazy about. It's so obvious to everybody that you're meant for each other. And yes, talk about two forces in the world. You, her, watch out world. So get in here. Let's find the diamond and the setting. Just perfect for her. Just what she's dreamed of. Then get back to her pronto. Down on one knee, open that little box, say those few words. She'll probably say more than a few back. Of course, when she sees her diamond, she might not be able to say anything at all, except the one word that confirms that beautiful merger. And then spread the news. Confirm the rumors. This merger is happening. Bechtel Jewelers, Route 11 South in Inwood.
Find them online at BechtelJewelers.com.
Procter & Gamble is accepting applications for technicians at their Tabler Station plant in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Be a part of the team that makes products used every day like Bounce and Joy dishwashing liquid. New hire employees start at entry level at $17.50 per hour and climb to an average of $48,500 in 5 years. Benefits include health, dental, 401k, paid vacation and holidays, and profit sharing. To learn more, text the letters PG to 800-222-1069. That's 800-222-1069. Text PG or apply at pgcareers.com. Click Plant Technicians, then choose Martinsburg location. Procter & Gamble is an equal opportunity employer.
Shop Miller's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today and find over 150 new and used vehicles to choose from. From gas savers to SUVs to four-wheel drive trucks, all of the new and most of the pre-owned vehicles come standard with a lifetime powertrain warranty. Now you can drive away with peace of mind knowing your vehicles are covered for life. And the best part about it, there are no service requirements with Miller's, and it's all included to you at no extra cost. That's right, no extra charge, and you're not required to service with us. Just follow the manufacturer's recommendations, and you're covered for life. With great quality vehicles and a great price, you can't miss with Miller's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Our courteous, experienced, and professional staff is waiting to assist you with finding the perfect vehicle that fits all of your needs. Unbeatable deals and excellent financing is right down the road. Stop in today. Miller's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Route 9 and Kelly Island Road, just east of Martinsburg, or online at MillerChryslerJeep.com. Miller's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, I'm Philip McCoy. Ameriprise Financial has been serving and supporting this community for decades. We believe that every dream is personal and needs a personal plan. That's why you can count on the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, to understand your unique needs and goals. Whether you want to make the most of the money you have, save for a comfortable retirement, or plan to leave a legacy, the Mirius Group can help you realize your dreams of today and tomorrow. Call the Mirius Group at 304-263-4343. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
If spring allergies are making you miserable, maybe it's time for urgent care. At WVU Medicine Urgent Care Centers, you won't have to wait for hours in the lobby, sneezing, wheezing, and coughing. We offer clockwise online scheduling so you can get in line before you leave the house, reducing your wait time. Visit our website, uhpurgentcare.com, to select an arrival time. You'll even get a reminder text message when it's time for your appointment. WVU Medicine Urgent Care in Charlestown, Inwood, and Spring Mills.
You're really busy. Got it. The last thing you want to think about today is a funeral home. Got it. But a little forward thinking now can save you a lot of heartache later. It's easier than you think. We're Brown Funeral Homes, family owned, in business for over 135 years, since 1880. And we're home based right here in the Eastern Panhandle. Think smart. Think ahead. Brown Funeral Homes, Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson. Brown Funeral Homes. We're here for you.
If you're a hard-working man or woman, you want to get the best selection and value that you possibly can.
Appalachian Heating and Air Conditioning can help hardworking men and women save on energy costs with a new high-efficiency York heating and cooling system. Appalachian Heating and Air Conditioning will help with a free estimate, affordable financing, and expert installation too. 24 hours a day, call Appalachian Heating and Air Conditioning, where quality meets comfort, at 304-260-5644.
Hi, I'm James Hinchcliffe. I'm here to talk to you about the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event, where every Honda has the soul of a race car. But James, how is this a dream event if I'm currently awake? It's called Dream because you can get the Honda of your dreams during this event.
Like the Honda Civic with 2.9% APR financing on select 2019 models and a 5-star performance rating from Car and Driver. Hurry into your local Honda dealer for the Dream Garage Spring Event happening now.
APR financing offers available for well-qualified buyers. See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Type R 5-star performance rating from Car and Driver.
You're really busy. Got it. The last thing you want to think about today is a funeral home. Got it. But a little forward thinking now can save you a lot of heartache later. It's easier than you think. We're Brown Funeral Homes, family owned, in business for over 135 years, since 1880. And we're home based, right here in the Eastern Panhandle. Think smart. Think ahead. Brown Funeral Homes, Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson. Brown Funeral Homes, we're here for you.
Shots, time, confidence to be great. It's why Kevon Looney can have big minutes. It's why a guy like Alfonso McKinney can have big moments. Curry makes everyone around him better, even while being underappreciated and under-heralded. How many guys are two-time MVPs and the greatest of all time at something that's critical, he's a shooter in this case, in the history of their sport, and are as underappreciated as Steph, as undervalued as Curry? Steph Curry, several years removed from having to carry this team, just had the greatest playoff performance of his career. Ever. And that joy and that excellence is back. I haven't slept on Steph, and I haven't slept on the Warriors. It's the best basketball team I've ever seen. And it's different incarnations, right? We know that. But so are Jordan's teams. I mean, that first three-peat, very different than the second three-peat. That Rodman team, different than that Horace Grant team. There are some commonalities. Same coach, same deputy superstar, if that's what you want to call Scottie Pippen. But whatever way you want to package, wrap up, assess, analyze, pick up in your hand, turn it around, and look at the Warriors, they're one of the greats we've ever seen. And we don't give them the appreciation we should because Steph Curry is smaller than most of our basketball heroes, because they shoot threes, because there's this silly notion that they're not tough. Toughness is mental. I mean, real toughness, especially under the pressure of what the Warriors keep doing, that kind of greatness is as much in your head as it is somewhere else. In your speed, your strength, your ability to shoot, whatever. Damian Lillard couldn't handle that pressure, which he talked about. We'll hit that in an hour. James Harden cannot handle that pressure. Russell Westbrook cannot handle that pressure. Westbrook and Harden are quote-unquote better players than Steph, right? Better athletes is what we really mean. But winning basketball games? Can't touch Curry. It is an incredible reminder that this Warriors team is one of the great forces we've seen in sports. 5 consecutive NBA Finals appearances. They're going to win 4 of the 5. They're going to win 3 in a row. And, man, I hope Durant leaves because I want to see what this version of the Warriors can do without KD. And I think it's probably what Tiger Woods is going to do over the next few years. Compete a lot, win a few. The Golden State Warriors, minus Kevin Durant, have not lost a single game because the Warriors are the greatest team in the modern era of sports, at least in this century. They're the best team in this century. And this is the reminder that Durant needs them a lot more than they need Kevin Durant because Steph Curry is the better player. 855-212-4CBS if you want to give us a call. 855-212-4CBS. Your reactions to that Warriors win. What happens next for Portland? And we'll play some of the main characters' responses post-game when we come back to Ryder Than You with me, Bill Ryder, next here on CBS Sports Radio.
Attention all authors. Page Publishing is looking for authors. Have you written a book and want to get it published? Page Publishing will get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, Apple iTunes, and other outlets. They handle all aspects of the publishing process for you. Printing, cover art, publicity, copyright, and editing. Call 800-501-3689 now for your free author submission kit. That's 800-501-3689 for your free author submission kit. Again, 800-501-3689.
Get creative in the kitchen with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. They're great out of the bag, big taste, thick and crunchy, gluten-free and keto-friendly, but you can also crush them to add to casseroles or use them as a gluten-free coating instead of breadcrumbs on chicken, pork chops, and fish. It's a multi-purpose snack for folks who want better-for-you options and a big, bold taste, too. That's everyone, right? Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds, a different kind of rind.
Visit your local Kroger today for your Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds.
Guess what? Right now is the perfect time to tackle those home projects you've been putting off. So come summertime, you can just sit back and relax. Home Advisor can help get you started. Home Advisor matches you to the right pro for the job in seconds. You can read reviews and even book appointments online. Home Advisor can help with any home project, big or small, painting, plumbing, even remodeling. Find a great pro now before the busy season hits. Go to homeadvisor.com or download the free app.
Home Advisor.
Sarcoma. Odds are you've never heard that word before. For the 40 people diagnosed with sarcoma every day, it is a life-changing word because sarcoma is cancer. Through awareness, advocacy, and research, the Sarcoma Foundation of America is bringing hope to the families whose lives have been turned upside down by a cancer they had never heard of until diagnosis. Please join us in the fight to find the cure for sarcoma. For more information on the work of the Sarcoma Foundation of America, go to curesarcoma.org.
If you can't seem to stay ahead of your bills, then this message is for you. How would you like to have a large portion of your credit card debt, medical bills, and department store debt forgiven? National Credit Card Relief would like to give you free information on a proven debt forgiveness program. This program has been used by thousands to legally forgive millions in unsecured debt. It's not bankruptcy. It's not consolidation. This special program actually wipes clean the portion of your debt that is forgiven from what you owe your creditors. Call for free information and get all your questions answered in the first free call. The more you owe, the more you can save. If you have at least $10,000 or more in credit card bills, this debt forgiveness program can be very effective. Call for free information and find out more now. 800-291-6670. There is no cost or obligation for the information. Don't wait. Call 800-291-6670. That's 800-291-6670. Get your debt problem solved. Call 800-291-6670 today. Not available in North Dakota.
Hey, I just heard that people at my friend's company got sextortion emails.
Yeah, it's a popular type of spear phishing attack.
Wow, that sounds serious.
It is. Scammers claim to have a compromising video of the victim and threaten to share it with their contact list unless they pay a ransom.
What if they target someone at our company?
We're secured with Barracuda Sentinel. It uses artificial intelligence to block spear phishing attacks, including sextortion emails.
That's a relief.
Protect your business at Barracuda.com. Barracuda, your journey secured.
Are your tax problems keeping you up at night? Hi, Tax Owl here from the Coast One Tax Group. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state in back taxes, take 10 minutes and call Coast One Tax Group. It could save you 93% or more. Coast One Tax Group helps people all across America save big amounts of money. David from California saved $48,000 on back taxes. James and Lisa from Dallas saved $102,000. Call Coast One Tax Group now at 888-337-6949. A 10-minute call could save 93% or more. So who are you going to call? Coast One Tax Group, that's who. See how much you can save. The consultation is always free. What are you waiting for? Relieve your tax stress today. Call Coast One Tax Group at 888-337-6949. That's 888-337-6949.
Attention all authors. Page Publishing is looking for authors. Have you written a book and want to get it published? Page Publishing will get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, Apple iTunes, and other outlets. They handle all aspects of the publishing process for you. Printing, cover art, publicity, copyright, and editing. Call 800-501-3689 now for your free author submission kit. That's 800-501-3689 for your free author submission kit. Again, 800-501-3689.
He's Bill Ryder, and people can't stop listening.
Travis in North Carolina is on the line. Travis, what's up, brother? You're on CBS Sports Radio. Travis is gone. Travis couldn't handle the pressure. We're nice here, I promise. I will feed you the rock. You can do what you want.
It's Ryder Than You with Bill Ryder.
Welcome back into the show. We're nice. I promise. Trace is wearing a lacrosse shirt, and that's nice. Tonio's dressed normally, and that's new for the people that show up in the studio. Bill Ryder with you, 855-212-4CBS. Ryan Hickey producing today, killing it, crushing it, doing it. Loving everything about that. Stu off today. We got Antonio, we got Trace, we have your phone calls at 855-212-4CBS. This is not me hating on Kevin Durant. It's just, and this is a thing that's always... I was talking to Reed Forgrave about this the other day. It's a thing that's always annoyed me about the NBA. And I love the NBA. But I think as much as any sport, or maybe more, there is this echo chamber among the people who write about it and cover it for a living that there's not a lot of originality of thought sometimes. Now, there's exceptions. I think Howard Beck is a great exception. There's exceptions to the rule. But because NBA Twitter is such a thing, because there's so much social media mockery of people online about the NBA in particular, I think way too many writers and broadcasters are more concerned with being mocked than saying things that happen to be accurate and true. And I think we miss some things that should be obvious. If we would worry less about what other people, what colleagues are going to say about us in my business, and more about what you, the listener or the reader, the viewer, actually wants to hear. Steph Curry's a better player than Kevin Durant. He just is. Better, not more talented, but trust me, every radio host on the face of the earth is more talented at this than I am. But I've worked pretty hard, and hopefully I do an okay job sometimes. Talent isn't everything. Natural abilities isn't everything. There are a few players ever more talented than Kevin Durant. And Durant's awesome. But Steph is something else. The way that he stretches the floor, the way that he changes the nature of the game for his team. I mean, I could go on. And we've seen it on display the last 5.5 games. 855-212-4CBS is the number. Let's go to Tulsa, Oklahoma, land of many beautiful golf courses. Chris, what's up, brother? You're on CBS Sports Radio.
Hey, Bill, thank you for taking my call. I always love listening to you. My son is over here crying because you said Steph Curry's better than Kevin Durant, and that's all he's wanted to hear that. You're his hero.
Oh, I am. Good. You and me, young man, we're on the same page.
But he said something so miraculous the other day. He said it is a privilege for Kevin Durant to play with the Warriors, and we're seeing that. Why did the Thunder not beat the Warriors when they were up 3-1? Because they're the Warriors. Oh, but they have Kevin Durant, but they're the Warriors. Kevin Durant came to the Warriors, and he turned into James Harden, Russell Westbrook, ISO boy. And, I mean, ISO guy, I didn't mean to say that, but you know what I mean. He turned into ISO, man, I'm going to ISO everybody. That's what happens. Warriors don't play that kind of ball. So he'll win this year. He'll take off his ego, and he'll go to New York, and he'll lose in the finals because the Warriors are, like you said, a very complete, fundamentally aggressive team. Love you.
Tell your son that, dude, I'm totally gonna utilize that. Thank you for the call. Tell your little boy that on the TV show in the next few weeks, I'm going to steal that line and credit him over on CBS Sports HQ. It is a privilege for Durant to play with Steph Curry. I agree. I mean, how much grief did LeBron get for going to play with Dwayne Wade? And LeBron is the better player than Dwayne Wade. I don't think Durant gets enough grief for going to play with Steph in the sense of where he ranks. Curry's the better player. He's the better teammate. He's the better leader. He's the better shooter. KD puts up a lot of 11 for 25s. And Steph, at his best, becomes a efficient machine, which he's done in this series. And this is not taking shots at Durant. The guy's awesome. You want to win an NBA championship, you better have multiple superstars. But there's usually one who's the best of that bunch. It's very rarely a tie. We're all equally the bestest. No, you're not. There's one guy that's the guy, and that guy is Steph Curry. Just like it's Ryan Hickey here when he's hanging out with Stuart Kovacs. If you want to give us a call, you're the guy, Trace. CBS Sports Radio's toll-free line is 855-212-4227. It's brought to you by Geico. Great news. There is a quick way you could save money. Switch to Geico. Go to geico.com. And in 15 minutes, you could save 15% or more on car insurance. Let's go to Little Rock, Arkansas, where I used to live. I've lived a lot of places. I love Little Rock. I used to go fishing all the time. Sweet tea, amazing barbecue. Brandon in Little Rock, what is up, buddy? You're on CBS Sports Radio.
Hey, man, thank you for having me on again. It's always a pleasure to listen to you. Always a pleasure to be on. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
And so, as I was saying, I want to say a couple of weeks ago, I called it the Warriors would win, and what it was going to come down to was going to come down to getting stops. Both are going to score a lot, but when it mattered the most, who was getting the stops on defense? The Warriors were balling on defense. And Steph Curry just reminded everybody out there in this world that he is the king of Akron, his place of birth. He took over LeBron's city, where he's from, he was born at. He's the king of Akron. He's the best player in the NBA, and it shows. If Durant would have been playing in that series, the Portland Trailblazers, the Warriors would have won in 6 versus sweeping this team. Because Kevin Durant neutralizes the Warriors and their greatness. He stifles them. When you don't see the ball movement, he clogs up the three-point line if you watch him play, where Klay can't really get into a rhythm, get into a flow of the offense. And Kevin Durant kind of holds him back, and it's been shown and proven. And then if if KD would have had scored 36 points in this series, and the Warriors would have swept them, all the media pundits will be saying, "Oh, Kevin Durant is the greatest thing of all time. He's the reason why the Warriors won it, and he swept it. They swept the Blazers because it's Steph." They're like, "Oh, it's because of Draymond Green. Oh, it's because of Klay played his defense." No one wants to give the guy credit. He did something that we haven't seen since probably Michael Jordan. But no one wants to give him credit. And then you got pundits like Stephen A. Smith who says, "Oh, he's the greatest shooter of all time."
Oh, dude, I'm with that guy. I mean, that guy's over there yelling for a living on Sports Talk Radio. Love the call. Thank you for the call. I'm with you on the D. And I promise you a little bit of sound from some of the guys in question, Brandon. I love the defensive point. Klay Thompson, so unheralded for what he does defensively. So good defensively. And after that game, after that win, after Klay Thompson had game after game after game of incredible defense on that backcourt, he talked about how important defense is to what the Warriors do.
We got so many great defenders that kind of get overlooked because of our offensive ability and the scoring that we have on this team, but we're a super team for a reason, or quote-unquote super team, just because we got guys who do it all, like Draymond Green, two-way player, Andre Iguodala, myself, Kevin, and we got athletes and guys who just know how to play the game the right way.
I'm with him on the defense. 855-212-4CBS. Let's go to AM 590 in Pennsylvania. Jared, thank you for listening, brother. You're on CBS Sports Radio. What's up, buddy? Oh, little phone connection thing. Little phone connection thing from Jared. It's okay. We will circle back to your phone call, Jared. Bear with us. We got you at 855-212-4CBS. Call back if you get into better range. Also want to get Jared Greenberg's perspective, the very talented NBA host, analyst. Going to join me next on the program, Writer Than You, with me, Bill Ryder, just after we get a CBS Sports Radio update with Rich Ackerman.
CBS Sports Radio.
Sports Flash.
And this report is brought to you by Geico. Great news. There's a quick way you could save money. Switch to Geico. Go to geico.com, and in 15 minutes, you could save 15% or more on car insurance. The Warriors now have a long wait until the NBA Finals. The East is still to be decided, and the Raptors host the Bucks tonight, hoping to even the series at 2. Toronto survived in double overtime on Sunday, and his new life cutting the series deficit in half. Pascal Siakam said their best performance is still to come.
I think we've played with better energy, with better focus, and we kind of every time they threw a punch at us, we kind of responded better for a longer period of times. But I just don't think we played our best.
Doesn't get much better than Kawhi Leonard's Game 4 performance, though. 52 minutes on a bad leg, 36 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 very big steals after regulation. not to mention bottling up Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had just 12 points. The Cavaliers made it official today, introducing their new head coach, John Beilein. Ed Cooley had interviewed at Michigan to succeed him, but has decided to stay at Providence, getting a multi-year extension. The Western Conference Finals of the Stanley Cup playoffs could end tonight. The Blues host the Sharks, holding a 3-2 series lead. San Jose has gone the distance in the two previous series, and the Sharks are a banged-up bunch with Erik Karlsson and Tomas Hertl both out tonight. Joe Pavelski is a game-time decision. ESPN reports the Buccaneers and Ndamukong Suh are finalizing a one-year deal. The Patriots have come to terms with Julian Edelman on a multi-year extension. Baseball right now, the Indians lead the A's 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Francisco Lindor, home run number 7. I'm Rich Ackerman.
DA here tomorrow morning. Gold medalist Missy Franklin in studio. The DA Show, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific.
For those fortunate enough to help the person who has always been their hero, AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help at aarp.org/caregiving.
Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
The following is an emergency announcement from Skechers. You're paying too much for shoes. $175 for Nike or Adidas? That's a national disaster. You don't have to pay a lot for world-class performance and comfort. Edward Cheserek just had the 5K world record wearing Skechers. I could go on, but you need to hear about comfort. They've got Skechers exclusive air-cooled memory foam footbeds across their lineup. You'll feel like you're walking on clouds for less. Find Skechers at a Skechers store near you or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
Round here, everyone knows you need the right tool for the job. It's the difference between orders filled and orders missed, between return customers and product returns. That's why I order from Grainger. With over 250 local branches, will-call product pickup, and a time-saving mobile app, it's easy to get it right. When it comes to getting what you need, when you need it, Grainger's got your back. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by to see for yourself. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sarcoma. Odds are you've never heard that word before. For the 40 people diagnosed with sarcoma every day, it is a life-changing word because sarcoma is cancer. Through awareness, advocacy, and research, the Sarcoma Foundation of America is bringing hope to the families whose lives have been turned upside down by a cancer they had never heard of until diagnosis. Please join us in the fight to find the cure for sarcoma. For more information on the work of the Sarcoma Foundation of America, go to curesarcoma.org.
Do you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes? Good news. There's a new way out. It's called the Fresh Start Initiative. Call U.S. Tax Shield, A+ rated with the BBB. 800-391-5063 for your free consultation and let U.S. Tax Shield protect you from the IRS.
If you can't seem to stay ahead of your bills, then this message is for you. How would you like to have a large portion of your credit card debt, medical bills, and department store debt forgiven? National Credit Card Relief would like to give you free information on a proven debt forgiveness program. This program has been used by thousands to legally forgive millions in unsecured debt. It's not bankruptcy. It's not consolidation. This special program actually wipes clean the portion of your debt that is forgiven from what you owe your creditors. Call for free information and get all your questions answered in the first free call. The more you owe, the more you can save. If you have at least $10,000 or more in credit card bills, this debt forgiveness program can be very effective. Call for free information and find out more now. 800-291-6670. There is no cost or obligation for the information. Don't wait. Call 800-291-6670. That's 800-291-6670. Get your debt problem solved. Call 800-291-6670 today. Not available in North Dakota.
Hey, I just heard that people at my friend's company got sextortion emails.
Yeah, it's a popular type of spear phishing attack.
Wow, that sounds serious.
It is. Scammers claim to have a compromising video of the victim and threaten to share it with their contact list unless they pay a ransom.
What if they target someone at our company?
We're secured with Barracuda Sentinel. It uses artificial intelligence to block spear phishing attacks, including sextortion emails.
That's a relief.
Protect your business at Barracuda.com. Barracuda, your journey secured.
Are your tax problems keeping you up at nights? Hi, Tax Owl here from the Coast One Tax Group. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state in back taxes, take 10 minutes and call Coast One Tax Group. It could save you 93% or more. Coast One Tax Group helps people all across America save big amounts of money. David from California saved $48,000 on back taxes. James and Lisa from Dallas.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. Play ball! It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Miller Honda, Cox Holiday Professionals CPAs, the Brown Funeral Homes, Miller's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, the Marius Group at Ameriprise Financial, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Parsons Ford, Bechtel Jewelers, Procter & Gamble, PGCareers.com, WH Miller Systems, D&N Auto, The Mortgage Center, the Hagerstown Suns, Haas's Steak and Sea, Bears Repair, The Final Score, and Atlantic Security.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome into Eagle Field, home of Hedgesville Eagles baseball. It is the site of tonight's West Virginia State Class AAA Region 2 matchup, Game 2 of the best of 3 series. The Hedgesville Eagles hosting the Jefferson Cougars. Sports Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV10 Sports. I'm Matt Miller, along with Matt Crawford, John Alderton, running our TV10 camera. Patrick Feely and Logan Nichols are back at the studio. We welcome you into the Procter & Gamble broadcast booth. For information on a career with Procter & Gamble in Berkeley County, visit pgcareers.com. Well, Matt, as we head into this matchup, it's Hedgesville who is in the driver's seat. 24 wins and 8 losses on the season. Winners of 8 in a row, including a 3-1 decision down at Jefferson yesterday to take Game 1 of this best of 3 series.
This is a Hedgesville team that's playing very good baseball right now. They played really good to start the season. At the midpoint of the season, including that trip to Myrtle Beach, was their low spot of this 2019 campaign. Like you said, 8 straight, including undefeated so far in the playoffs, going back to that sectional round. They're playing extremely good baseball right now, and they're hoping to punch a ticket to the state tournament with a win here tonight.
You mentioned that low spot of the season for the Eagles. They dropped 4 in a row as part of that beach trip, but since that time, winners of 9 of their last 10, including 8 straight, 4-0 in the postseason, wins over Spring Mills, at Martinsburg, and hosting Musselman in the sectional, and then the regional victory yesterday over the Jefferson Cougars. That loss snapped a 4-game winning streak for Jefferson. They'll come into tonight 27-8. Hey, they've still won 12 out of their last 15, and this is a team that has faced elimination before in the sectional tournament and found a way to get it done against Hampshire.
If they're going to get it done again here tonight, they're going to need to hit the ball a little more consistently than they have been, even going back to the end of the regular season and in that sectional round. Just haven't been hitting the baseball as well as we know they can. We saw them throughout the season, and you don't get over 20 wins without being able to hit the baseball pretty well. And Jefferson has had the players they need on the mound. They've got that clutch hitting when they needed to. A team that's averaging about 9 runs a game. You look at their entire season, so you know they have that ability. It just hasn't shown since the playoffs started.
It needs to show here tonight. It's going to be a good pitching matchup. Hunter Coe, 3-1 with a 3.22 ERA, getting the start for Hedgesville. James Walsh on the mound for Jefferson, 7-1 with a 0.86 earned run average. Well, our pregame show being brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services for home and office automation, home theater networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Find them online at WHMsystems.com or phone 304-350-1931. When we come back, we'll hear from both head coaches, get their thoughts on tonight's game. It's West Virginia High School playoff baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV10.
You hang the W. Harley Miller Systems provides custom integration services such as home or office automation, audio video distribution, home theater, networking, and much more. With a Control4 system, you can consolidate into a single and simple solution, eliminating the need for a table full of remotes or dozens of apps on your cell phone. Want to check on the house for work? Want to listen to your favorite music while cooking dinner? Want to enjoy your favorite movie in your own home theater? Contact W. Harley Miller to make your dreams come true. Phone 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com.
Hi, I'm James Hinchcliffe.
The National Maritime Center primary mission is to credential all U.S. mariners. We have approximately 250 employees here in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Most people aren't aware of the quality of life here in Berkeley County. We have a lot of employees that are from the area. We obviously have folks that have to do tours here, and it's kind of a little bit of a hidden secret of how nice the quality of life is here.
Back again here at Eagle Field as the Hedgesville Eagles get ready to host the Jefferson Cougars in high school playoff baseball game 2 of the best-of-3 series. A Hedgesville win, and they're the regional champions for the first time since 2013. A Jefferson win, and these two teams will meet again tomorrow. With that in mind, we got our conversation started with Jefferson head coach John Lowry Sr. about the do-or-die nature of the game.
Well, tonight's tonight. We got to make it happen. We got to do it tonight. It's the same situation we were in last week with Hampshire. It's a series of games. It's 2 out of 3. It's like a game. You play 7 innings in the game. The other team scores more runs than you scored in the first inning. You don't stop playing if you played that 7 innings out. So here, it's a series of games. They scored more runs the first game, but now there's 2 more games to be played. Hopefully, with tonight's game, obviously the focus point, and we got to come out and see if we can get it extended back to our place tomorrow night.
What is it that you saw in your team in battling in that 3-1 loss yesterday?
Well, it just came down to, a play here or there. And, I thought maybe we might have that opportunity to play to get the out, but we didn't convert that. Obviously, the big play in the game came late. And I don't know what would have happened behind it, but you got to give credit to their shortstop when he gets the force out of third. I mean, we'd have had bases loaded with 1 out. You never know if the ball gets through. I might have sent the guy. They might make an old throw at the plate like we did. So it's just the breaks of the game like that. I think in a 3-1 game, when both teams played as well as they did, both pitchers pitched as well as they did. I mean, it was just a great high school game. Phil Caruso, the coach at Fairmont, was there, and he said he watched a lot of high school games around. He said it was a very high-level high school baseball game, and I think most people that were there would agree to that.
Opportunity for that same type of game here tonight. What do you expect in this one when you look at the pitching matchup as Hunter Coe goes for them and you go with James Walsh?
Well, Wally, you look at this, he's done the job for us all year long. He's only a junior. He's been up to the occasion whenever we've asked him, but the issue with us is scoring runs. We've got to score some runs, and there have been times this year when we have. There have been a number of times this year when we haven't. We've been in close games that we've won, 2-1 against Hampshire. Even 6-5, we did score a few runs, but the 3-1 loss up here the previous time, the 5-2 loss to Martinsburg. There's been some games like that we, for whatever the reason, just haven't been able to generate runs. And I think what that reflects is that the other team isn't walking people, and the other team is making plays defensively. So you got to tip your hat sometimes. We played 35 games, and we won 27 of them. So that's a pretty good percentage in anybody's league. Just like if you check their percentage, they've won a lot of games too, which is a good percentage. So you have 2 good teams here. Obviously, one's going to win tonight. Hopefully we can win and move the season on. If not, we have a number of players back that we hope that can benefit from the experience.
Coach, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
And there you hear from John Lowry Sr., head coach for the Jefferson Cougars in a must-win tonight here at Hedgesville. We turn our attention to the opposite dugout and hear from first-year Eagles coach Eric Grove, and our conversation gets started talking with him about having that 1-game-to-none advantage.
I think it was obviously our goal, and I thought that we played a very Jefferson-esque game and were able to come out on the right side of it. It's not really our style of play, and to show that kind of grit, and even we took advantage of the one opportunity we got, and that's Jefferson baseball at its finest. And I said way back at the beginning of the year, however long my tenure is, if it looks something like Jefferson's, that'd be a major accomplishment. And I'm just proud of our kids. They did a great job last night hanging in there and taking the most of their opportunity.
What is the key here tonight? You've got that lead, but obviously you don't want to rest on that.
Well, we got Hunter Coe. I think he's going to throw a great game for us. I think he's got the right frame of mind for tonight. I'd like to hit better, but James Walsh has had an excellent year. We haven't faced him, so I know that he pitched very well against Hampshire last time. So if it's another pitcher's duel, we're going to see what happens. And if we hit a little better, I definitely like where we're sitting.
Tremendous defensive effort last night. How key is that at this stage of the year?
The defense usually wins championships. I know that's kind of like a basketball pun, but it helps when, maybe not what people will perceive to be our strong suit. We play good defense all year long, and we keep doing that. It just is one less thing we have to worry about. We don't have to put as many runs on the board if we're going to back our pitchers up like that. And just some great plays around the field in key spots last night.
You steal one on the road, and now you get to play at home. What is home field advantage at Eagle Field?
Well, I think it's going to be tremendous because I thought we had maybe a bigger crowd, if not bigger, last night down there. And with everything that's going on tonight, the crowd is going to be totally invested in what's going on. I think we'll have a massive crowd, and I think our kids are ready for that, and they should use that to their advantage because you won't get it again if it doesn't happen tonight.
You mentioned what's going on. What is going on?
So we're going to honor Coach America this evening. Obviously, he did 28 years of service to this school, 25 as a head coach, and have a lot of his old players going to come back and be a part of the ceremony before the game. And he's retiring, and I don't think he'll ever retire from being a baseball guy, but he's going to retire from Hedgesville, and we just want to take a chance to honor him. It means a lot to hundreds of players that have come through here, and some of them are going to make their presence known tonight. So I'm happy for him, and I'm glad everybody will come out and support him.
Coach Grove, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
And there you hear from Eric Grove in his first year leading this Hedgesville program. We hope to get back in just about another couple of minutes to get that ceremony on the air, the recognition of former head coach Ben Merrick here at Hedgesville. But once that ceremony is done, Matt, it'll be time to play some baseball, and a must-win for Jefferson. You heard from Coach John Lowry Sr. right at the end saying, look, we got to find a way to put a bat on the ball a little bit better and score more runs.
Yeah, because that's what Hedgesville's going to do, or at least what they've done up to this point. Obviously, you can't predict the future, but all signs indicate that Hedgesville is going to score runs because it's what they've done for the better part of this season and what they've done lately over this last 8-game win streak. So Jefferson's going to have to put the bat on the ball, and it's high school baseball. At the end of the day, you can't rely on other teams to make mistakes, but you got to capitalize on them if they do.
Well, and that's one of the keys that you also heard from Coach John Lowry Sr. He's saying, look, part of the reason why we haven't maybe scored as many runs is because other teams have not been putting us on base. Now, we saw last night 3 errors by Jefferson, certainly costly as part of that 3-run and 6th inning. A key tonight for both of these pitchers, in particular Hunter Coe, as you look at his numbers, 37 innings pitched, 22 walks that he's allowed. He's got to come out and throw strikes tonight for Hedgesville.
Yeah, he's in a big situation, and there's a lot of people that question whether or not you should throw your ace at day one or keep him later in the series and play that back and forth battle. But I think it's last night when you go chase Slaughter, I think that's a no-brainer to try to get one on the road. Hunter Coe, he and Parker Martin both, we weren't sure who was going to get the nod in this game, getting word a little bit later last night, but either one of those guys gives you a good opportunity if you're Hedgesville to win a ball game tonight. Hunter Coe's going to be on the mound, and it should be a good battle again. Him and James Walsh, who Walsh has been, I don't want to say one of the most slept-upon pitchers in the area, but he's quietly had a very good year.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and we'll hear more on his numbers as he gets ready to toe the pitching rubber in the bottom half of the first. Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we hope to get the Ben Merrick ceremonies on the air, and then we'll take a look at our starting lineups and get you ready for the opening pitch of West Virginia High School playoff baseball. Our pregame brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems. They provide custom integration services for home and office automation, home theater networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Find them online at WHMsystems.com or phone 304-350-1931. We'll be back after this. It is High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Welcome to La
Rumors
Bella
are flying.
Vita.
There's this
Named
big
for
merger
my
everyone's
grandma
talking
Vita.
about. Two real
Our
forces in the world
mountaintop
joining
getaway honors
forces.
her
This is big
legacy
stuff, but it's all
complementing
rumor.
the
Is this merger really
spectacular
going to
views.
happen? If so, when?
This
Where?
recently
Who else is
renovated
involved?
property
Mergers
boasts
of this stature
breathtaking
affect a
landscape
lot of
and
people.
creek
At Bechtel
while
Jewelers,
providing
we
great
say, sir,
open
it's time to
interior
confirm the
spaces
rumors.
for a
This is Lori
sensational
from Bechtel
vacation.
Jewelers.
You'll
It's true.
immediately notice
People are
the great
talking
room
about
allows
you
for
and that woman you're so
entertaining,
crazy
dining, and
about. It's so
relaxing after
obvious
long
to
days on
everybody
the
that you're
lake
meant for
or
each other.
skiing
And
on
yes, talk
slopes
about
out
two
west.
forces in
Your
the world.
family and
You,
friends will
her,
enjoy
watch out
relaxing
world.
in
So
all
get in here.
open
Let's find the
spaces.
diamond and the
The home
setting.
features
Just
6
perfect
bedrooms,
for her. Just what
including
she's
4
dreamed
that are
of. Then
private
get back to
suites.
her pronto.
And
Down on
each of
one
the
knee,
4
open
levels
that
of this
little
home
box, say
feature
those few
amazing
words, she'll
visibility
probably say
as
more than
far
a few
as the eye
back. Of
can
course,
see.
when she sees her
Like our
diamond, she might
family,
not be able
we
to
hope
say
you
anything
enjoy
at all,
making
except the
memories here
one
on the
word that
mountain.
confirms that
We
beautiful
love
merger.
sharing
And then
the spacious,
spread the
warm,
news,
and
confirm the
inviting
rumors.
home
This
that
merger
overlooks
is
the lake.
happening. Bechtel
Cheers
Jewelers, Route
to the
11
beautiful
South
life.
in Inwood.
La
Find
Bella
them
Vita.
online at BechtelJewelers.com.
Now the two teams have wrapped up their infield warm-ups. The coaching staff has dragged the infield, watered it down, and things are looking good as we are just about ready to get action underway in Game 2 of this best-of-3 series. But first, a special celebration and recognition of longtime former head baseball coach Ben Merica, who is retiring here at the end of this year from teaching at Hedgesville High School. Very long career teaching and coaching here at the school, and coaching not only as a head baseball coach, but coaching other sports right up until right now this year. And so some former players are on hand. They are lining up along the warning track in front of the first base dugout. That is the dugout for the Hedgesville Eagles. And here in just a moment, we'll have the official ceremony. And let's go ahead and turn up our crowd mic and turn it over to Janice Stenson, who is doing public address.
Tonight is a very special night as we pay tribute to former head coach Ben Merica. For 25 seasons, Coach Merica served as the head baseball coach for the Eagles, a role he took great pride in and served with loyalty, dedication, and integrity rivaled by no one before or since. From humble beginnings, Coach Merica held firm to his belief that with a strong will, anything is possible. Coach Merica built the HHS program from the ground up. At the time he took over the program, the field you see here today consisted of football-style lights, light poles on the playing field, and a dirt infield. Coach Merica worked hard to improve the facilities, and his contributions made possible a grass playing surface, new lights, new dugouts, and the batting cage. In a true testament of his character, Coach Merica helped work on the field even today to help get it ready for tonight's game. During his tenure as head coach, Coach Merica coached two teams that achieved a #1 ranking in the state. The 26-win 1996 team and the 22-win 2014. Coach Merica, all of your former players are so grateful for the type of man and coach you were to each of them. As a token of this moment, we have two jerseys for you designed during your tenure with several of your former players' signatures. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Bill Fultonier, a former student, player, teacher, and assistant principal at Hedgesville High School. Mr. Fultonier will be catching for Coach Merica as he throws out the first pitch tonight.
The two coaching together for many years here at Hedgesville, and Coach Fultonier, a catcher in his day. Let's see if Ben Merica can fire the strike with our ceremonial first pitch. On the front slope of the mound, now steps forward and, low and outside. But a very nice dig by the catcher. Good job, Bill Fultonier.
Specifically to this baseball program, you have given us so many fond memories. The example you set is one that others can find inspiration in and should strive to follow. If it is to be, it is up to me. Thank you, Coach Merica.
The presentation of one of those autographed signed jerseys by former players along the first base line, and granddaughter still out around the mound hanging out, waiting for granddad to come back in and get her. So a very special moment here at the ballpark as we get ready for a very important game for this Hedgesville program, making it to the state tournament back in 2013, went on to win that state championship, beating Cabell Midland that year by a 4-2 final. That team finished at 29 wins and 7 losses. This year's team right now at 24-8, and with a win tonight, Hedgesville would wrap up that regional championship and go back to the state tournament tournament for just the second time.
And you know they have the talent to do it. I don't think any question about that. You look up and down this lineup, they have the talent to get back there, and they have the talent to go the end.
It's one of the toughest times you'll ever face.
13. It's just a matter of staying consistent. They can't have one of those little slumps they did in the middle of the season where they lost 4 consecutive games. They just seem to play consistently throughout, but definitely the talent to get there. And again, the same can be said for Jefferson. Both of these teams very capable of bringing the state championship back to the Eastern Panhandle. Just a matter of execution and playing consistent baseball.
Well, it is time for us now to take a look at today's starting lineups. They're being brought to you by D&N Auto Specialists, where honesty is their best policy. Get it fixed right the first time at D&N Auto, phone 304-267-4078. Well, let's begin with the Jefferson Cougars, the visitors in tonight's game. 27-8 on the season, winners of 4 of their last 5, 12 of their last 15. They're led by John Lowry Sr. in his 47th year as the head coach of the Jefferson Cougars, assisted by Ken Cross, J.P. Jones, Chuck Hamilton, Mark Rotruck, and Arthur Dodson. For the Jefferson Cougars, left fielder Hayden Stang is in the leadoff spot, followed by the second baseman Taylor Tennant. Batting third in right field is Corey Daly. The cleanup hitter and catcher is Colson Titus. Batting fifth in center field, Stevie Lee. The number 6 hitter, first baseman Zach Rose. Batting seventh at third base, Reagan Ollinger. The number 8 hitter, designated hitter Dylan McCartney in the true DH role for today's starting pitcher, James Walsh. The number 9 hitter is shortstop Camion Gonzalez. So Stang, Tennant, and Daly, followed by Titus, Lee, and Rose. Ollinger, McCartney, and Gonzalez round out the batting order with Walsh on the mound. Now for the homestanding Hedgesville Eagles, 24 wins, 8 losses on the season, winners of 8 in a row and 9 out of their last 10. They're under the direction of Eric Grove in his first year as head coach, assisted by Nicky Brown, Derek Snyder, Mike Quinn, Levi Marty, Brian Mosley, and Scott Budcup. For Hedgesville, Josh Rush will play third and bat in the leadoff spot. He's followed by the center fielder Chase DeLauder. Batting third, shortstop Kyle West. The cleanup hitter, starting pitcher Hunter Coe. Batting fifth and catching Brady Weaver. The number 6 hitter, second baseman Tyler Bubb. Batting seventh at first base is Parker Martin. The number 8 hitter, right fielder J.R. Luttrell. And batting ninth in left field is Caleb Brown. So again, Rush, DeLauder, and West, followed by Coe, Weaver, and Bubb. Martin, Luttrell, and Brown round out the batting order. A 9-man starting lineup for Hedgesville without a DH. Jefferson, the 10-man starting lineup with a DH for today's starting pitcher. Lineups brought to you by D&N Auto, family-owned and operated since 1974. They specialize in exhaust alignments and tires. Set up your appointment by calling 304-267-4078.
You notice anything big about these lineups today? A couple of big changes. Let's start with the visiting Jefferson Cougars. Reagan Ollinger is playing third base instead of Colin Horowitz. Horowitz has been there every game we had done, the majority of the games this year. The Bears hit 372, 9 home runs, and 29 RBI on the season. So I know a bigger shock to you and I seeing that change in the lineup. And for Hedgesville, James Matthew out of the lineup tonight at first base. It'll be Parker Martin playing first for him tonight. So a couple of, or one big name for each squad on each side that is going to not play tonight, or at least come off the bench if they do.
Yeah, a little bit of a shake-up in those lineups, and maybe something that can help to spark these teams, and maybe perhaps those players could be available coming off the bench. No word specifically as to why neither is in that starting lineup, so we'll just have to wait and see how this one plays out. Jefferson at Hedgesville, and again, a Jefferson win tonight. We'll go right back to Shenandoah Junction tomorrow evening. 6 o'clock would be the first pitch, and our pregame would be about 5:35, 5:40, as we would get underway following Miller time beginning at 5. If Hedgesville wins wins tonight, we're doing Miller Time from the studio tomorrow because Hedgesville will be the region champion, and next up for them would be a trip to the state semifinals, and that would be next to Friday, and they would either play at 5 p.m. should they be the 1 seed or the 4 seed, and I don't know that they're going to get either one of those positions. 50 minutes after game 1, so you would say hopefully maybe 8:30 that it's the 2 seed versus the 3 seed, and I could potentially see Hedgesville probably in that matchup when you consider the other regional matchups going on around the Mountain State. As we look at those, yesterday in Region 1, Wheeling Park pulled the upset, beating Morgantown by a 3-2 score. In Region 3, St. Albans shut out Riverside 9-0, no surprise there. And Hurricane in Region 4 shut out Parkersburg South 10-0. And you would imagine that St. Albans and Hurricane will probably be the top 2 seeds, one or the other. And then you would be looking at our Jefferson Hedgesville winner probably as the 3, with the Wheeling Park Morgantown winner maybe at number 4.
Yeah, I think like you said, St. Albans and Hurricane, the teams to beat going into the tournament this year. And I think just the way it's been playing out this year, I was looking at those rankings, I would think St. Albans probably gets that overall number 1 spot. But again, tournaments aren't over at the regional level yet. You never know. It's high school baseball. Anything can happen.
And of course, all of these tournaments could end tonight if the team that won yesterday wins today. We will wait and see. We'll see if we can effort some of those scores through the game changer as we bring you the action here. Hedgesville in the dugout off the first base side, white baseball pants and jersey tops, that kind of old English style H in blue up on the left chest, blue numerals on the backs of the jerseys, no numerals on the front of the jersey. Jefferson down the third base line in that dugout right now, standing all along the foul line in the road gray pants and jersey tops with burgundy lettering and gold trim. As we pause here for the national anthem, we take our final break. When we come back, it's the opening pitch and all the play-by-play of West Virginia High School playoff baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
It's one of the
Remember
toughest
that last
times
trip to the
you'll
auto
ever
mechanic?
face.
Also
When
think
someone
your
close
solenoid
to you
gasket is
passes
bad.
away.
What?
It's a swirl of
That'll be
papers to
another
sign and
$500.
arrangements to be made.
Forget
All
that
while
and go to
you're dealing
D&N
with
Auto
grief.
Specialist at
At
230
Brown
Tavern Road,
Funeral, we
Martinsburg,
encourage
where
you to
honesty is their
pre-plan.
best policy.
Pre-planning
Serving
not
the
only
Eastern
makes things
Panhandle
easier
since
for you, it
1974,
protects you
D&N
from
Auto
rising
is
costs.
family-owned and operated,
At Brown
specializing in
Funeral
exhaust
Home, our
alignments and
families are
tires.
precious
From
to
general
us, and
maintenance to
so are
major
yours.
overhauls, they'll
Brown
treat you
Funeral
right.
Home
Call
in
D&N Auto
Martinsburg,
Specialist
Inwood,
at
and Charlestown,
304-267-4078.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states,
When it
Parsons
comes to
is the
breast
largest
cancer, early
used car
detection
and
is the
fastest
key to
growing
saving
new car
lives.
dealer in the
During the
tri-state
month of
area.
May,
Take
WVU
Parsons
Medicine
forward
Berkeley
with
Medical
huge
Center
savings
is
on
offering
hundreds of
3D
new Fords,
mammogram
financing
screening
from
clinic
0%
to women 35
Parsons
and
goal
older
of financing
every
for all,
Saturday
and
at our
Parsons
Tennessee
famous
Avenue
above
Women's
market
Imaging
trade-in
Center
allowances
for
that
just
help make
$6.
Parsons number
This
1 for
discount
used
fee
cars
is
too.
designed to help
See
patients
why
who had a
so
better
many won't
deductible
buy
whose
anywhere
insurance
but
doesn't
Parsons
include
Ford in
mammogram with an
Martinsburg.
annual
We
exam,
became number
or for
1
those with
by
no
making you
insurance.
number
Pick
1
a Saturday in May and
Parsons.
schedule your 3D mammogram at WVU Medicine Berkeley Medical Center.
Play ball! The pregame is over, and we're ready for today's opening pitch and the play-by-play. So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
We are back here at Eagle Field. Matt Miller, Matt Crawford with you. John Alderton running our TV 10 camera. Patrick Feely is at the studio. Logan Nichols helping out back there as well. We are in the Procter & Gamble broadcast booth. Procter & Gamble in Berkeley County is now hiring, looking for more than just a job. Well, check out pgcareers.com and you can apply there.
Hunter Coe getting in his warm-up pitches. He comes in a 3-1 record on the year, 3.22 ERA through 37 innings on the mound, 42 hits given up, 25 runs, 17 of those earned. So for the most part, defense playing pretty well behind him. 52 strikeouts and has allowed 22 base on balls.
He will face Hayden Stang, Taylor Tennant, Corey Daly, the top of the Jefferson batting order. That portion of the order yesterday went a total of 1 for 9, and that was Corey Daly's solo home run with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Now, albeit that was against Chase DeLauder, who with that victory yesterday improved to 10-1 on the season. But you know that head coach John Lowry Sr. and his staff looking for some more production out of that top part of the order in this one.
Only 4 hits total for each one of these teams yesterday, but in that 6th inning where Hedgesville came around and scored 3, largely due in part to the fielding errors and the throwing errors for Jefferson.
Today's opening pitch brought to you by the Mortgage Center on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. Let Mark and Cheryl Savitz handle your mortgage. They'll treat you like family, personal one-on-one service. They walk you from application to settlement with low interest rates and closing costs. Hayden Stang in the left-hand batter's box and takes the first pitch from Hunter Coe, a fastball just up and away. That is ball 1 in today's opening pitch coming at 7:06. You can reach the Mortgage Center as the next pitch in there for a strike. It evens up 1-1 to Stang. Call him at 304-267-9040 or find him online at mortgagefinancing.com. Coe, a big right-hander on the hill, comes back with another fastball. Stang with a swing and a miss, and it's now at a ball and 2 strikes.
Stang, a .343 hitter on the season, is 34 for 99, a .444 on-base percentage. That part to 12 walks. He's driven in 15 on the season.
Here comes that 1-2 delivery and a foul ball. That one off the face mask of Brady Weaver and then skips over top of the netting and the top of the press box. Count holds at a ball and 2 strikes. Pretty good cut by Stang on that fastball. Just missed it.
You mentioned 1 for 9 out of the top 3 yesterday. Stang, 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Here comes that 1-2 again. Coe from the windup, and this one is lifted in the air, popped up towards the third baseman, right along the line now, drifting back into fair territory. Josh Rush reaches out to his glove side left and makes the catch.
Good play by Rush. He was about a step and a half in foul territory. Had to come back into fair territory late as that ball. I don't know whether it got a little wind or just the way it was coming down, but was able to move a little bit to his left, camp under it, and make the catch for out number 1.
1 down, base is empty for Taylor Tennant. Second baseman, one of 3 seniors in this starting lineup. Still a young Jefferson team, 3 juniors, 4 sophomores starting today. First pitch from Coe, down low and outside for ball 1. Coe works from the first base side of the pitching rubber, as you see a lot of right-handers do. Comes back with one at the knees for a called strike. It evens 1-1.
Tennant, a .417 hitter on the season. 11 walks, brings that on-base percentage up to .480.
Now that 1-1 fouled out of play down the right field line. Counted a ball and 2 strikes, and a good start for Hunter Coe as he's gotten ahead of the first 2 hitters. It was a 1-2 pitch when Stang popped out, and now Tennant will step back in down in the count at a ball and 2 strikes. He is near the back of the box and really crowds the plate. Coe ready, and this one works outside. It's 2-2. Tennant was outstanding on the mound yesterday for Jefferson. Tough luck loss in that one as he went the distance, giving up just the 3 runs on 4 hits. 2-2 on the way, and it's a soft liner, shallow right field. Going out the second baseman, Bobby leaps up into the air but cannot pull it in. J.R. Luttrell will have to play it on a bounce, and Tennant has the 1-out single.
That was a good piece of hitting by Taylor Tennant. Just an inside-out swing, protecting on 2 strikes, and is able to just loop one into shallow right field, and a 1-out base runner for Jefferson. Again, getting early production out of the top 3 guys in the batting order is going to be big.
It'll bring up the right fielder, Corey Daly. Also a senior. Right-hand batter near the back of the box, but a little more away from the plate. Swings through a good fastball for strike 1. Boy, Coe's got that fastball going, and that is his predominant pitch.
He'll blend in a breaking pitch, something off speed now and again, but for the most part, he's going to try to blow it right by you. And this fastball is on the outside corner, taken by Daly for strike 2.
It was a 2-strike count, a 1-2 count when Daly hit that home run yesterday. The only run of the day for the Cougars. See if he can have some 2-strike magic here.
The 0-2 delivery just off that outside corner. Now with a ball and 2 strikes. Daly hitting .329, has a couple of homers and a 20 driven in. Picked up that second home run on the season yesterday. Good eye as he takes on the 1-2, again just outside. Evens it up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Daly 21 walks, but also has struck out 26 times. He awaits that 2-2 with a runner at first and 1 down, no score. Top half of inning number 1. Here comes that pitch, and there is that breaking pitch on the inside corner for a called strike 3, and Daly was frozen in the right-hand box.
And Coe had pounded the outside of the zone so far in this game, and that was a good job by Hunter Coe to come back on the inside, fooling Corey Daly for out number 2 in the first strikeout of the game. Strikeout number 53 for Coe on the season.
Brings up Colson Titus, catcher and cleanup hitter. He looks at ball 1, down low and away. Titus, one of 4 sophomores in this lineup, comes in hitting .310. That's 26 hits in 84 at bats. So 26 for 84 as he swings and fouls the 1-0 back out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's got a home run and 17 driven in. Look at this Jefferson team, 299 hits they have had on the season, averaging just about 9 hits a game. The 1-1 on the way, up and in, and that one hits him. Well, he crowding the plate very much like Taylor Tennant, and Colson Titus trying to get out of the way of that one, but it came up and in and hit him in that front left shoulder. So hit by a pitch. We've got a runner at now first and a runner at second as Tennant moves up, putting him in scoring position with Colson Titus at first. Looks like he'll stay in and run for himself as Stevie Lee stands in.
Stevie Lee, a .308 hitter, 25 driven in on the season, had a single to right field yesterday in a 1-for-3 effort.
Parker Martin playing in front of the runner with a left-hand batter up and 2 on base, and the first pitch to Stevie Lee bounced foul right at the plate. Brady Weaver, the catcher, scooping that one up, getting it back out to Hunter Coe, ready to go with the count 0-1. From the stretch, Coe looks in, shakes the head no. Now seems to be on the same page with Brady Weaver. Looks at the runner at second, and here comes the pitch. Popped foul, out of play, third base side. And it's 0-2, and Coe continues to throw strikes, getting ahead of the hitters.
And something he's done so far to Stevie Lee is try to go to that outer edge of the zone. We saw DeLauder pitch to Stevie Lee yesterday and continually try to pound the outside of the zone.
The 0-2 on the way. This one again sent foul and out of play, third base side. Good job by Lee, just getting the bat out there and making some contact. He's choked up on the bat by about an inch or so. Really trying to shorten that swing and get that bat through the zone a little more quickly. Bub over towards second. Now the second baseman back into position as the pitch is lifted in the air down the line. The right fielder ranging over and just a step into foul territory. J.R. Luttrell moving to his left is able to grab that one on the run to retire the side. Boy, when I came off the bat, I thought it may be trouble.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be down in the corner for at least a single and possibly score a run, but a good job by Luttrell running that down just inside of fair territory.
A single and a hit batter allows Jefferson a pair of base runners. They will leave them stranded, including one in scoring position at second. We're through a half an inning. It is Jefferson 0. Hedgesville coming to bats.
Ron Hawker here. You have no idea what Johnny's goes through to bring you the best seafood around. We have snow crab clusters, shrimp, crab meat, fish, all the best seafood you want at Johnny's. It's a tough job out here, but our customers are worth it. Johnny's with 2 great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
It's the late nights.
It's the early mornings. It's working in the sunshine and rain and snow. It's the dedication, the care, the hours of training that led to the winner's circle. It's our job, our passion, our lives. We are the horsemen.
No score as we make our way to the bottom half of inning number 1. Josh Rush, Chase DeLauder, Kyle West, the 1-2-3 hitters due for Hedgesville. They will face James Walsh, getting the start for Jefferson, his 9th start of the season in his 12th appearance on the mound this year.
A 7-1 record, a 8.861 ERA through 40 2/3 on the bump. 23 hits given up, 7 runs, just 5 earned runs through 40 2/3. Not too shabby at all. 62 strikeouts, 10 walks in start number 9 for him. But while you think, okay, 10 walks over the course of 40 innings, that's extremely good. He has allowed 10 other base runners to reach freely. He's plunked 10 batters.
Yeah, he's a pitcher that's not going to be extremely overpowering, but he mixes his pitches well. And the times that we've seen him on the hill, and that breaking pitch he relies on sometimes, well, I guess if it gets away from him, the next thing you know, gets inside on a batter, and so he has plunked at 10 guys along with those 10 walks. We'll see how he does facing the top of the Hedgesville order, Josh Rush, to get it started as the junior third baseman steps in, a .321 average. He's got 1 home run and has driven in 14 on the season. Right-hand batter, right-hand pitcher in the bottom of the first, getting underway. And the pitch is bounced slowly. Third base side rolls into foul territory, and Walsh quickly over. The pitcher getting his glove on that one to make sure it stayed a foul ball.
That was going to be as good as a swinging bunt as it went about 30 feet up the line in fair territory, hitting the lip of the grass as it was going down that foul line down the third base line and just kicking foul.
So Rush, who had sprinted to first base in case that one stayed fair, makes that walk back down, grabs the batting helmet and the bat, gets himself straightened up and steps back in and takes, and there's that curveball for a strike, and it's 0-2. Good-looking pitch from James Walsh. Rush has walked 7 times, has struck out 16 times on the season. Bounces this pitch towards the third baseman. Ollinger has it in the throw to first, and just in time to get him. A bang-bang play at first base. The out goes 5-3.
And Ollinger was deep behind third base on that. Let the ball get to him. He's going to have to make a perfect throw, and that's just what he did to beat Josh Rush by just about half a step, if that.
Nice play as well there by Zach Rose, keeping the foot on the bag and extending out there on the reach to pull that one in just before the foot of Rush came down. So 1 away for Chase DeLauder. Open stance in the back of that left-hand batter's box. He takes a fastball on the outside edge for strike 1. All right, let's bring out the gaudy numbers. The senior center fielder has 60 hits in 99 at-bats. That's a .606 average. Takes a strike on the inside corner, and he's down in the count 0-2. 6 home runs and 48 driven in for DeLauder. Walsh ready, and the pitch. And it is hit very sharply on a line deep into right field. Has a chance, and it is gone. Goodbye, baseball. 7th home run of the year for Chase DeLauder. RBI number 49, and Hedgesville leads it 1-0.
And that was a baseball off the arm of James Walsh that just missed right over the heart of the plate. And Chase DeLauder doesn't miss too many of those as he absolutely raked it over the wall in right center field.
Yeah, he does not miss many pitches like that. That one left out over the heart of the plate. You knew he hit it hard as it came off the bat. You questioned maybe the height on it and if it would sink at all. It didn't. It stayed a line shot that went out towards right center field. Dimensions to the deepest part of the park out and almost straightaway right, 353. So a run in, 1 out. Kyle West at the plate, and he takes outside for ball 1. West, a sophomore, the only sophomore in this Hedgesville order. Swings, gets a piece of the fastball on the 1-0. Colson Titus hangs on as the count goes to 1-1. Walsh working quickly, and that 1-1 pitch, a strike on the outside corner. That's now 1-2, and the Hedgesville faithful not quite liking that one. Hunter Coe due next. Walsh to the plate, and West grounds it on a big hop to the shortstop. Camion Gonzalez has it. His throw to first a little low. Good backhand stab out of the dirt for Zach Rose, and West is retired 6-3. Tell you, the 2 outs have been a little bit of an adventure.
Yeah, they have, and a good job by Zach Rose stretching out and making that pick at first base. They can't do what they did last night, and they give guys free bases to get home and get runs the way they did last night, and was able to bail out Camion Gonzalez there.
Off-speed pitch to start Hunter Coe, and it misses inside for ball 1. Walsh, after giving up the homer, gets the ground out. Bases empty, 2 away. Swing and a miss by Coe. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. Hunter Coe, a senior, one of 4 seniors in this starting lineup, along with 4 Hedgesville juniors and the 1 sophomore Kyle West. 1-1 pitch, low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. Hunter Coe hitting .415. That's 39 hits in 94 at-bats. He's got 7 home runs in 41 driven in. Sends this one in the air out into right center field. Ranging over to his right is the right fielder, to his left, the center fielder. And Stevie Lee at the last moment calls off Corey Daly, and the center fielder Lee makes the catch to retire the side. Still a 1-out solo home run from Chase DeLauder has Hedgesville on the board first. We'll be back for your second inning after this, with Hedgesville leading Jefferson 1-0.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
The National Maritime Center primary mission is to credential all U.S. mariners. We have approximately 250 employees here in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Most people aren't aware of the quality of life here in Berkeley County. We have a lot of employees that are from the area. We obviously have folks that have to do tours here, and it's kind of a little bit of a hidden secret of how nice the quality of life is here.
As we go to the top half of inning number 2, let's check out our weather forecast. Partly cloudy skies at this hour, but very comfortable temperatures. Our game time temp, 70 degrees. There's just a light breeze blowing, but certainly nothing to affect the play. Overnight tonight, good sleeping weather, down to 50 degrees for the low. Tomorrow with some cloud cover, much like today, the high around 74. 60 will be the low on a Wednesday evening. So if we do have a Game 3 tomorrow, looks like a pretty good day to play some baseball. Right now, Hedgesville with a 1-0 lead. Jefferson to the plate, top of the second inning. Zach Rose, number 6 hitter in the order, takes the first pitch from Hunter Coe in there for strike 1.
Zach Rose, the MVP for Jefferson yesterday at the plate. He had a single and reached on a base on balls in the 5th.
0-1 pitch, fastball down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hunter Coe in the first, 22 pitches, 15 went for strikes. He gave up a single and also hit a batter, but was able to work around that. Here's the 1-1, big swing and a miss by the sophomore first baseman, now with a ball and 2 strikes. Good size in that left-hand batter's box. Rose choking up on the bat just a little bit, digs back in. Hunter Coe ready in that 1-2 pitch, and a wave and a miss. And that is a strikeout, the second for Coe.
Yeah, chased that one a little bit off the plate. Was probably trying to just protect and see another pitch, but couldn't get any of the bat on it, and he'll be retired for out 1 in the inning.
Brings up Reagan Ollinger, one of 4 sophomores in this starting lineup today, starting at third base, which had previously been manned by Cullen Horowitz, who likewise is a young player, a sophomore. Ollinger taking this pitch outside for ball one. Ollinger coming to life a little bit late in this season. 6 hits in 29 at-bats as he takes this one down low and away. 2-0. But you look at what he did against Moorfield back last Friday in that kind of tweener game between the sectional and the regional, as the 2-0 is taken by Ollinger for strike one. In that game, he had 2 hits, including a double and 3 runs batted in. So 3 of his 6 hits coming in that one game, and he hits this one high and deep, straightaway center field. Back on it is DeLauder on the warning track, reaches up and makes the catch just a step or two before getting to the center field fence.
And a great play by DeLauder in center field, but Ollinger put a charge into that one, and DeLauder only had about 1 or 2 more steps for that one was going to be bouncing off the big wall in center field.
Ollinger put a charge in it, but nothing to show for it. DeLauder runs it down, 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes the number 8 hitter, designated hitter, Dylan McCartney. Righty-righty matchup as McCartney takes the fastball from Coe, high for ball one. McCartney, a senior. I can imagine in that DH role in part because should James Walsh falter at all in this one, or at least just reach a point where he would need to exit from the mound as the 1-0 misses up and away for ball two, you'd figure McCartney's probably the guy coming in. That keeps him already in the batting order. 2-ball, no strike delivery. That one is down low. 3-0. Now McCartney, 13 of 42 on the season, a .310 average, no homers, 9 driven in. Has also added 9 base on balls, and he's now in double figures as he picks up his 10th walk, and this one on just 4 pitches as Coe misses down and away with ball 4. A 2-out base runner for Jefferson.
Back-to-back innings that Jefferson's been able to get a runner on base with 2 outs. It was putting a runner on first, moving Tennant to second, with Colson Titus being hit by a pitch in inning number 1.
Now batting Camion Gonzalez, and he looks at a fastball on the outside edge for strike one. Gonzalez, the sophomore shortstop, 26 at-bats on the year, 7 hits, that's a .269 average. No homers, 4 driven in, swings and fouls. The 0-1 back to the netting, in fact over the netting and the bleachers off the first base side of the press box. So they count at 0-2 on Gonzalez. 2 outs with a runner at first. 1-0 Hedgesville. Jefferson batting top of the second. Here's the pitch taken for a called strike 3. Good looking pitch, knee high, as Gonzalez froze in the batter's box. Taking that called third strike, 5th time he has gone down on strikes this season. Strikeout number 3 on the game now for Coe, his 55th on the year. He does issue the 2-out walk, but the base runner will be left at first base. We're through 1.5, and your score remains Hedgesville 1, Jefferson 0.
Welcome to La Bella Vita, named for my Grandma Vita. Our mountaintop getaway honors her legacy while complementing the home's spectacular views. This recently renovated property boasts a breathtaking landscape of Deep Creek Lake while providing great open interior spaces for a sensational vacation. You'll immediately notice the great room allows for entertaining, dining, and relaxing after long days on the lake or skiing on the slopes of Wisp. Your family and friends will enjoy relaxing in all the open spaces. The home features 6 bedrooms, including 4 that are private suites. And each of the 4 levels of this home feature amazing visibility as far as the eye can see. Like our family, we hope you enjoy making memories here on the mountain. We love sharing the spacious, warm, and inviting home that overlooks the lake. Cheers to the beautiful life, La Bella Vita.
One 0 Hedgesville as they come to the plate, bottom half of the second inning. 5, 6, and 7 hitters to face James Walsh. Brady Weaver stands in, right-hand batter against right-hand pitcher in the first pitch. A fastball in there for strike 1. Weaver will be followed by Tyler Bubb and then Parker Martin in the order. Walsh to the plate with a pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. We had Walsh at 14 pitches 11 of those went for strikes in that first inning. Gave up the solo home run to Chase DeLauder, but that was it. Here's a swing and a ground ball sharply hit between third and short and out into left field. Brady Weaver turning on the 1-1, delivers a leadoff single.
And wasn't a very level swing right there. Was able to just chop it down, and it was a quick hopper that just got through the gap between third and short for a single. A lot of power behind that hit, right into the ground, but again, a whole lot of speed on it. Was able to easily get through the gap between third and short.
And now Matt Rupenthal takes over as a courtesy runner at first base. 1 on, nobody out, and it brings up Tyler Bubb, second baseman, number 6 hitter in the order, and he takes up and in for ball 1. Nice crowd on hand for this one. There was a good crowd down at Shenandoah Junction last night. Many of those folks, maybe even a few more, here tonight with Hedgesville having a chance to wrap up the regional championship. 1-0 on the inside corner, taken by Bubb for a strike. Now 1-1 to the senior second baseman. Should give you our 4-man umpiring crew. We'll do that here in just a moment. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch due. Runner at first with his lead, held on there by Rose, and the 1-1 taken by Bubb on the inside part of the plate for strike 2. Zach Rose holding Rupenthal, who's got a little short lead, now stretches it out just a little bit longer. The right-hander Walsh looking over his shoulder at the runner, now comes set. Ball in glove, and now to the plate, just misses. A bit down and away, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Neil Ryman Schneider is our plate umpire with Dave Boyd at first, Jeff King at second, Brian Collins is our umpire at third. The 2-2 from Walsh, and it's a high bouncer towards the shortstop. Gonzalez in on it, but it's Ollinger who cuts him off, and the third baseman stumbles as he makes the throw. It gets away from Rose into foul territory. Coming in, the right fielder Daly to pick it up at the fence on the warning track, and the runners will stop at second and third as Rupenthal will go from first to third, and Bubb will stop at second after the error.
That was a high chopper off the bat of Tyler Bubb. Gonzalez was coming in from short. I thought he may make the play on it, but cutting him off was Reagan Ollinger. And it would have been a tough play either way. I'm not sure even if Zach Rose is able to make a really good pick at first, or whether that's an out or not. But going to be a throwing error on the play, and no outs, 2 runners in scoring position now for Hedgesville.
Let's see if Jefferson wants to pull the infield in, and head coach John Lowry Sr. saying, yes, let's try to cut this run down at the plate. It brings up Parker Martin with nobody out and 2 in scoring position, and he takes strike 1. Yeah, tough play there for Ollinger. Stumbled a little bit as he made that throw. Here comes the pitch, and that one works down low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, and now those middle infielders backing up a bit.
Yeah, Coach Lowry came out of the dugout and was pointing out to his middle infielders, Gonzalez and Tennant. He wanted them playing back, trading a run for an out here if possible.
The 1-1, a high chopper towards the third baseman. Ollinger trying to backhand. You could tell was looking down towards the plate and didn't look it into the glove. It pops in and out of the webbing, and another error will allow the run to score, and we'll put runners at first and second as Bubb had to hold there. Martin reaches at first, and Rupenthal comes home to score from third as Hedgesville takes a 2-0 lead.
And that's a case where I think you're seeing the inexperience of Ollinger playing third base, playing that hot corner. And you said it perfectly. I think he was, you could clearly see the head looking to first base, looking to see how quick of a throw he was going to have to make. I didn't watch it into the glove.
It'll bring up J.R. Luttrell. He will square and show bunts, but takes the pitch that misses outside for ball 1. Luttrell, a junior, starting right fielder, 3 for 26 on the year. That's a 115 average, no homers, 4 driven in. Near the front of that left-hand batter's box again. Square shows bunt, takes the pitch, a strike on the outside corner. Now 1-1. First baseman Rose coming in. Tennant, the second baseman, wheeling around to play at first. The 1-1 is due, and here's the bunt. Pop down the third base line. Barehanded in the grass by Ollinger. His throw to first a little bit low. Tennant's got it. Throws back across the diamond and throws it away. And getting to his feet and heading to the plate is Tyler Bubb. The throw to third, not in time there either, as Parker Martin goes from first to third on the play.
And that is a play that Taylor Tennant does not need to make. There's no chance of him getting that guy back at third. It was a good play by Ollinger to come and barehand that bunt and make a good play. And Tennant did a good job wheeling around on the bunt defense to come over and made a good scoop to keep it in front of him, although safe at first is J.R. Luttrell. But there's no reason at this point in the game for Taylor Tennant to be throwing that all the way across the diamond.
Well, that's 3 errors that we would have in this inning that have produced 2 runs and a 3-0 lead for Hedgesville. It's an infielder, a bunt hit for J.R. Luttrell as he beat that out despite the throw to first being dug out by Tennant, but then the error goes on the throw back across the diamond that allowed a run to score. A ball and no strikes as the first pitch to the number 9 hitter, Caleb Brown, misses. Walsh now ready with the 1-0. It's on the way. Sharply hit past the diving third baseman into left field. Parker Martin will come home to score. Runners at first and second after the RBI base hit for Caleb Brown. The bottom of the order doing the job as Hedgesville pushes that lead out to 4-0.
And right now they're hitting the baseball very well, seeing the baseball very well. And Jefferson still looking for the first out here in the bottom of inning number 2. 3 runs have come across, 4-0 the lead.
Runners at first and second, back to the top of the order, and Josh Rush. Luttrell at second, Brown aboard at first, and the first pitch to Rush in there for strike 1. Brown with RBI number 7 on the season, his 17th hit in now 55 at-bats. Rose plays in front of the runner at first. Pitch to the plate, lifted in the air, center field. Moving back and to his left, Stevie Lee. He's got it, spins, fires to the cutoff, and the runners will hold. So Rush is retired on that fly ball out to center. 1 away in the inning, and it brings up the very dangerous Chase DeLauder.
DeLauder, a home run, a solo shot back in the first to put Hedgesville on the board. Looking to score at least one more here in the second. 1 runner in scoring position. That is J.R. Luttrell.
First pitch, and DeLauder sends a high drive, deep center, and goodbye baseball. He has had 2 at-bats, and he's got 2 home runs. A solo shot in the first. This one a 3-run blast, and just like that, it goes from a 4-0 lead to a 7-0 lead for the Hedgesville Eagles.
Big players come out in big games, right? Isn't that the old adage? And I think you're seeing that right here with Chase DeLauder. 2 at-bats and having himself a whale of a ball game already.
Oh, my. He's up to 8 home runs now on the season with 4 RBI in this game. That is 52 runs batted in on the year. He scored Luttrell and Brown ahead of him. And this inning, not a good one for Jefferson, as the 8th batter of the frame, Kyle West, makes his way to the plate. Taylor Tennant in to try to settle things down for James Walsh, and now pitching coach Ken Cross going to make his way out as well.
I'm sure you're not surprised, but Dylan McCartney is warming up in the bullpen and out of foul territory over the fence down in left field.
Helen, you feel for James Walsh. He deserves better than what's gone on in this half inning when you consider Brady Weaver got it started with that solid single to left, but then Tyler Bubb with that slow bouncer. You had a chance to get an out, but an errant throw, and then Parker Martin again reaches as a result of an error that allows a run to score. You get an infield base hit, and there's a throwing error on that play that allows a run to score. Then the RBI single from Caleb Brown, and you can't fault DeLauder. And even Walsh for maybe challenging him there, but the 3-run home run really blowing this one open. Walsh potentially could be out of this inning and never have had to face DeLauder, but the errors keeping things going. Short conference on the mound, it's over, and the first pitch to Kyle West, and he fouls it to the backstop for strike 1.
And this inning not over yet, but defensively, notice any similarities between Hedgesville's big inning at the plate yesterday and the inning that they're having right now?
I believe Jefferson errors is what you're hinting at. Kyle West pops it up into shallow left field near the line. Coming in on it is the left fielder Hayden Stang. He calls off third baseman Reagan Ollinger, and Stang makes the catch, and West is retired. 2 outs now in the inning. Boy, pop up into shallow left. A lot of range there for Hayden Stang coming in to get to that one. Pop out to left for the second out, and now Hunter Coe to the plate.
And it wasn't just the errors, it's the amount of errors. 3 in that inning yesterday, and so far 3 in this inning, both big innings for the Eagles.
Hunter Coe, the 9th batter to hit in the Hedgesville second, swings and misses at strike 1. Coe, a fly out to center, his first time up. A 1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Walsh looking to get the final out and get his team back to the plate. But now down 7-0. Here's a fastball up and away. Colson Titus had to spring up out of that catcher's position just to get a glove to touch it.
And you got to tip your hat to James Walsh. It's been a rough inning for him, and it's got to be tough watching the defense behind it, but haven't seen him lose any faith so far. Still out there competing right now.
Pitch down low and outside. Colson Titus blocking that one in the dirt. 2-2 as the count goes even to Hunter Coe. The 6-run scoring right now on 4 hits and 3 errors in the inning. Here's the swing and a line drive. That's going to get down in center field and then get past Stevie Lee. I don't think Lee saw it as the center fielder is kind of looking up into the bright, sunny part of the sky behind the backstop here, and he didn't get a good jump on it at all, and that will be a double for Hunter Coe as he stops at second base. Boy, he ripped that one. I didn't think Lee was going to have a chance to get to it to make a play, but he kind of hesitated, and then ultimately it hit that grass and shot right by him for the extra base. That is going to spell the end for James Walsh as John Lowry Sr. comes out and takes the baseball. We will have a pitching change, and it looks like it will be Dylan McCartney who will be called on to try to stop the bleeding, if you will. 6 runs have scored in the inning, and Hedgesville has a 7-0 lead. Our pitching change brought to you by Bears Repair, 904 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Need an oil change or a complete overhaul? They do it all. For your automotive repair needs, call the certified mechanics at Bears Repair, 304-262-0208. Let's take a 60-second break, and then we'll come back to Eagle Field. Bottom of the second inning, a runner at second, 2 out, 6 runs in, and Hedgesville leading Jefferson 7-0.
The National Maritime Center primary mission is to credential all U.S. mariners. We have approximately 250 employees here in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Most people aren't aware of the quality of life here in Berkeley County. We have a lot of employees that are from the area. We obviously have folks that have to do tours here, and it's kind of a little bit of a hidden secret of how nice the quality of life is here.
When you're hurting, we're here. Ranson, we're here when you need us.
Our new pitcher is Dylan McCartney, taking over for James Walsh, who will go 1 2/3 innings. So far, giving up 7 runs on 6 hits, no strikeouts, no walks. The defense not helping. 3 errors committed in this half inning. The runner at second is still the responsibility of Walsh, and that runner, by the way, is now Hunter Minnick. He is a courtesy runner who is running for Hunter Coe, whose double ended up chasing James Walsh.
McCartney on the mound. He's been used in almost exclusively relief appearances, usually not this early in ball games. However, 14 appearances to just 1 start on the season.
Brady Weaver into the right-hand batter's box, takes a fastball on the inside corner about waist high for strike 1. Weaver got this whole mess started with a single, what seems like about 20 minutes ago. It's been a lengthy half inning. 10th batter in this half inning for Hedgesville. Bottom of the second, fastball down low. Count now at 1 ball, 1 strike.
McCartney 33 2/3 inning on the mound so far this year, a 3-1 record. Give you the rest of the stats here coming up.
He'll look at the runner at second, now deliver the 1-1. Good fastball, cut on and missed by Weaver for strike two.
Again, 25 hits, 14 runs, 11 of those earned, 44 strikeouts to 10 walks. He's also hit 4.
McCartney with that 1-2, lifts the leg. Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch, a swing and a miss. Or, well, it was a little bit of contact. Hung on to by Colson Titus. Our plate umpire, Neil Reimenschneider, giving the indication that it was a foul tip. It was hung on to, and that will bring the inning to a close. Big strikeout for McCartney to strand a runner at second base, but the damage done with 6 runs scoring on 5 hits and 3 Jefferson errors. And as we go to the third, your score is now Hedgesville 7 and Jefferson nothing.
If you hang the WVU Medicine sign, certainly has helped take us to another level.
Evolving what we try to do as physicians and as a health system and organization is the mission of WVU Medicine, and it's an exciting mission to be a part of.
With the knowledge and the years of practice that they've put into this institution, they know a lot. They can help you, and they've helped me a lot.
Having people treated locally enhances their overall care.
Ron Hawker here. You have no idea what Johnny's goes through to bring you the best seafood around. We have snow crab clusters, shrimp, crab meat, fish, all the best seafood you want at Johnny's. It's a tough job out here, but our customers are worth it. Johnny's with 2 great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
7-0 Hedgesville as we go to the top of the third inning. As always, our trivia inning. In the top of the inning, we'll give you a trivia question and the station telephone number. First to call and get through to Patrick Feely at the studio. We'll pick up today's prize package. $30 in gift certificates to Haas's Steak and Sea and 4 tickets to a future Hagerstown Suns minor league baseball game. The Suns at 19-24 on the season fell yesterday against Hickory 9-7 in that series finale. They open a 4-game set at home tonight against Kannapolis. We plan to have Thursday night's game on TV 10 for you right here. Well, the top of the third underway. Hayden Stang taking a called strike from Hunter Coe. Stang in the leadoff spot in the order. Swings, lines this one into center, dropping quickly and playing it on a couple of bounces is the center fielder Chase DeLauder, and Stang has a single to start the inning.
That was a much-needed single to start the inning. That was a tough inning for Jefferson in the bottom of the second. So they need to come out and get a few hits here in the top of the third, I think, to probably get morale back up in that third base dugout.
That's it. Game's not over yet, but you got to start chipping away here, down 7-0. Taylor Tennant to the plate. He had a single into right field his first time up, and he takes a pitch that misses high for ball 1. Hayden Stang now 1 for 2 after a pop out to third back in the first. Stang with the single to get this second inning started. Held on at first by Parker Martin. Coe ready, 1-0 to the plate. Taken for a strike. Count now 1-1. Tennant a .417 average coming in. That single in the first, his 36th hit, and now 85 at-bats on the year. Swings and sends this one the other way again past the second baseman Bob and out into right field. Bob at second was shaded a little towards that second base bag with Stang at first and could not get back over to his left to get to it, and Tennant is 2 for 2.
Both hits going to right field. The first one was kind of a blooper into right. This one made solid contact. Was able to get it past Tyler Bubb. So Taylor Tennant, 2 for 2, having himself a good day so far.
Back-to-back hits for Jefferson. The first 2 on in this top of the third for Corey Daly. And he'll swing at the first pitch, send a bouncer towards the third baseman. Rush has it, looks at second, now throws to first, and that one pulls Parker Martin off the bag as that throw came down the line a bit towards the plate. Martin stepped across the bag between the runner and the bag and then caught it in foul territory, but just could not keep the foot on the base. I'm sure that's going to be a throwing error on Josh Rush that will allow the runner to reach at first, and that will load the bases.
Yeah, and you saw Josh Rush a double clutch and check all the bases, and I think that caused him to rush that throw. I thought there was a chance where he was in the vicinity of the third base bag, he could turn around and try to get Stang on the force out at third.
Yeah, I think so as well, that he had that chance to get the lead runner, but opted to try to get the out at first and did not make the throw. And now with the bases loaded and nobody out, Colson Titus takes. It's high and inside for ball one. Bases loaded. Golden opportunity for the Jefferson Cougars, down 7-0. Titus with a swing and a miss as the count evens 1-1. Stevie Lee due next. Corners in, middle infielders back in this situation. Off-speed pitch to Titus down low and outside. Now 2-1.
Yeah, at this juncture of the game, if you're Hedgesville, you're willing to trade a run for an out. So middle infield playing double play depth. Corner's going to try to cut one off the plate.
Swinging away, Titus fouls the 2-1 out of play off the first base side. Count evens 2-2. Titus was hit by a pitch in the first inning, ultimately left stranded as Jefferson left a pair on base in that inning. They left a runner at first in the second inning. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the third. And the 2-2 pitch, good eye by Titus. Flinched as though he might want to swing, but took that one down low and outside, and it's a full count.
Good eye by Titus. Good block by Brady Weaver at the plate. The ball finished low in the dirt, was able to gobble it up, dropping to his knees.
Coe's working from the windup, and the pitch, high fastball, swing and a miss, and Titus helped him out.
And it would have been ball four for sure. Colson Titus chased it up the ladder, and that's a big out. With Stevie Lee now up, that puts the double play as a possibility to get out of the inning. Force play at any bag.
Stevie Lee bats from the left side, up with the bases loaded, and now one out. And Coe to the plate, and the pitch is lifted in the air, pretty deep into center field. Moving back on it is DeLauder, ranging a little bit to his right. He's got it, and tagging at third and heading to the plate is Hayden Stang, and he'll score on the sacrifice fly from Stevie Lee, picking up his 26th run batted in on the year. Jefferson on the scoreboard now, trailing 7-1.
And that was a heads-up play by Chase DeLauder in center field as well, realizing that the ball was hit deep enough. He wasn't going to have a play at home to get Hayden Stang, but making sure he hit the cutoff man Kyle West to keep the other runners where they were.
2 outs in the inning. Runners still at first and second. The batter is Zach Rose. Struck out his first time up, swings and lines this one down the left field line. That one foul and out of play. Let's see if we can get to our trivia question. Boy, a whole lot has gone on in this top of the third inning, but not a ton of pitches when you look at it for Hunter Coe.
Yeah, 2 to Stang, 3 to Tennant, 1 to Daly, 6 to Titus, 1 to Stevie Lee. Now this will be pitch number 2 to Zach Rose.
Maybe we'll hold that question till the bottom of the third. Probably a good idea. Rose takes down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Hedgesville scored 1 in the first, 6 in the second. Jefferson with a run here in the top of the third, but with the bases loaded, nobody out in the early part of this inning. They would love to have gotten more than that. Swinging away, Rose hits a one-hopper to the pitcher, and a nice play by Hunter Coe, reaching up and fielding that one above his head. If it gets by him, probably up the middle for a hit.
Oh, without a doubt, a good play by Hunter Coe, just sticking his glove up and was able to get the glove exactly where the ball was at the perfect time. 1 run comes across for Jefferson in the inning, so they're going to need to start clawing back in this one. They're also going to need a little bit better infield when they come back in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, they do score a run on 2 hits and an error. They'll leave a couple on base, 1 in scoring position, heading to the bottom of the third with the score, Hedgesville 7 and Jefferson 1.
It's one of the toughest times you'll ever face when someone close to you passes away. It's a swirl of papers to sign and arrangements to be made, all while you're dealing with grief. At Brown Funeral Home, we encourage you to pre-plan. Pre-planning not only makes things easier for you, it protects you from rising costs. At Brown Funeral Home, our families are precious to us, and so are yours. Brown Funeral Home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson.
It's the late nights. It's the early mornings. It's working in the sunshine and rain and snow. It's the dedication, the care, The hours of training that led to the winner's circle. It's our job, our passion, our lives. We are the Horsemen.
7-1 the lead for Hedgesville. Tyler Bubb to get it started in the bottom of the third for Hedgesville, and we get right into our third inning trivia question. Name the most recent American League player to hit his 250th home run before turning 28 years old. First pitch to Bubb, just off that outside corner. Ball one from Dylan McCartney. Came in to face one batter in that second inning. Got the strikeout of Weaver to end the inning. And now into his first full inning of relief and misses with ball two to Tyler Bubb. Bubb reached on an error to the third baseman and scored as part of that 6-run second inning. Here's a pitch that again just misses, and it's 3-0. One more time on our trivia question. Name the most recent American League player to reach his 250th career home run before turning 28. Bubb takes. It's a strike. Count 3-1, and the station phone number is 304-263-6540, 304-263-6540. 3-1 pitch. Had the plate, but down below the knees. That is ball four, and Bubb has drawn a base on balls. Leadoff batter on in this third inning for Hedgesville and Parker Martin. Patrick Feely at the studio taking your calls. Patrick, give us a text message to let us know when we have a winner, and then we'll give the answer to our trivia question, either in this bottom of the third or as we get into the top of the fourth. Parker Martin reached on an error and scored back in the second. Steps up in this third with a runner at first and nobody out, and he pops up that first pitch, and he gets back out of play off the first base side. Count 0-1. 304-263-6540 is the station telephone number. Be the first to call and get through with the answer to our question. Name the most recent American League player to hit his 250th home run before turning 28 years of age. He becomes just the sixth in the American League to do that, by the way. Swinging away, Martin will send a fly ball into center field. Over to his right, Stevie Lee pulls it in. Bubb went about halfway and then has to retreat to first, and he's there with one away. Bubb reaching on the leadoff walk, stands at first for J.R. Luttrell. He had an infield or a bunt base hit his first time up. A key part of that second inning as he pushed a bunt up that third base line, legged it out, and then on a return throw across the diamond, there was an error on Taylor Tennant that allowed a run to score. Breaking pitch missing outside for ball one to Luttrell. Our third inning trivia winner getting $30 in gift certificates to Haas's Steak and See. They're on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. Check them out and like them on Facebook. Haas's Steak and See, where your family wants to eat. Luttrell takes. It's a strike. Count now 1-1. Caleb Brown due next. Hedgesville in front 7-1. Batting bottom of the third, game scheduled to go 7. McCartney turns, makes a soft toss over. Back in standing goes Tyler Bubb. One leg standing as he hit the base with the left foot and lifted that right foot up in the air. He'll stretch out a very short lead as the 1-1 pitch sent the other way past the third baseman Ollinger. That'll be a base hit out into left field. Luttrell, who came in with 3 hits on the season, is 2 for 2 in this one.
And Reagan Ollinger is getting a workout over there. He is the textbook definition of the playing the hot corner today. And again, a guy who hasn't seen a whole lot of action there this season.
So Caleb Brown out of the number 9 spot in the order to the plate. He had an RBI single to left his first time up. He swings and sends this one down the right field line. That's trouble if it gets down, and it does. Corey Daly going to have to play it off the wall. A one-hopper up against the fence. Bubb being waved around. He's going to score as Brown stops at second with his third double on the season. And RBI number 8 as he now has 2 runs batted in here in this game, and Hedgesville has pushed that lead out to 8-1.
And it was unfortunate for Luttrell because he had to slow down to make sure that ball got down. Was also waiting for Tyler Bubb. Couldn't pass him on the base paths. I think that could have possibly scored 2 runs if it wasn't for that situation.
Runners at second and third, just one out. Josh Rush, the batter, and the pitch to him, and he'll bounce it into right field for a base hit. That one perfectly positioned between the first baseman and second baseman. Station-to-station baseball as Luttrell scores from third. Brown moves from second to third, and Rush is aboard at first. The RBI base hit gives him 15 runs batted in on the season, and now makes it 9-1 Hedgesville.
And they say hitting's contagious, and I think you're seeing that right now. 1 through 9, everybody just doing what they want in this lineup. The only person yet to get on base for Hedgesville is the number 3 spot with Kyle West. He stands in the on-deck circle right now.
Runners at the corners for Chase DeLauder. Just one out in the inning. DeLauder 2 for 2 with a pair of home runs. McCartney to the plates, and the fastball just a bit low and outside for ball 1. We do have a winner with our third inning trivia. Raymond Myers is our winner. Raymond, thanks for listening. The 1-ball, no-strike pitch due. And that fastball up and away, 2-0. Congratulations on winning. We'll get that in the mail to you tomorrow. We'll get to that trivia question and answer here in a moment. Are they pitching around DeLauder is the question.
I think you have to.
With the count at 2-0. Now that 2-0 delivery, came right at him. Big fastball. DeLauder swings through it. 2 balls and a strike.
I think he was trying for home run number 3 on that swing.
I think he was trying to hit that one as far as he possibly could, and he's already hit 2 pretty lengthy home runs.
I'm not sure that 3-run shot in the second ever landed.
Slightly open stance in that left-hand box. He awaits. Here comes the 2-1 down low and outside. 3 balls and a strike. High school baseball, if you want to walk him, all you have to do is tell the umpire and they can issue the intentional walk. Dangerous, I think, sometimes when you try to actually pitch around a guy. 3 balls and a strike, the count. Let's see if he comes back after DeLauder on this pitch. Runners at the corners with their leads. Here it comes, and it is a strike. Outside corner at the knees, and so McCartney not giving in. Came right after him, and now it's a full count. Let's see what happens with 1 out and 2 on. The payoff pitch. McCartney from the stretch. There goes the runner towards second, and DeLauder wastes that pitch, fouling it out of play third base side.
Now, I was going to be interested to see if Josh Rush was going to be on the move. You look at only 5 strikeouts on the year for Chase DeLauder, so you figure he's either going to put it in play or walk. The odds of him striking out very slim so far this year.
Again, a payoff pitch is due. Rush at first, takes off for second. There's the step towards third. Now the throw to second, and did they get him? Yes, they did. Taylor Tennant, the second baseman, coming over, able to grab that one and apply the tag to Rush as he was sliding into second base.
Good heads-up play by Dylan McCartney on the mound. Fake to third. Knew Rush was going to be on the move. Rush was going on first move. Nothing he could do.
So now just a runner at third with 2 outs and a 3-2 pitch due to Chase DeLauder. The payoff on the way, and that one sharply hit on a line into right field, directly at the right fielder Corey Daly, who I thought waited a little too long. He bent down to a knee to catch that line drive to retire the side. So DeLauder hits it sharply, but nothing to show in this at-bat. Still a couple of runs do cross in the inning for Hedgesville. And as we go to the 4th, it is now Hedgesville 9 and Jefferson 1.
When you're hurting, we're here. When things are confusing, we're here. When you need answers, our families are precious to us, and so are yours. Brown Funeral Home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown Ranson. We're here when you need us.
The National Maritime Center primary mission is to credential all U.S. mariners. We have approximately 250 employees here in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Most people aren't aware of the quality of life here in Berkeley County. We have a lot of employees that are from the area. We obviously have folks that have to do tours here, and it's kind of a little bit of a hidden secret of how nice the quality of life is here.
We welcome you back in to the Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 Procter & Gamble broadcast booth. Procter & Gamble in Berkeley County is now hiring. Go to pgcareers.com to apply. Along with Matt Crawford, I'm Matt Miller, John Alderton, our TV10 cameraman, Patrick Feely, and Logan Nichols, our engineers back at the studio. It is a 9-1 lead for Hedgesville. Jefferson to the plate. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters do in this top of the fourth. And with your play-by-play, here's Matt.
Storyline through 3. Hedgesville 1 in the bottom of the first, 6 in the bottom of the second. In the top of the third, it was Jefferson scoring 1. In the last half inning, in the bottom of the third, it was Hedgesville adding 2 more. Gets us to our 9-1 game right now. Reagan Ollinger steps in and takes strike 1. He will lead it off for the Cougars here in the top of inning number 4.
He had 9 runs on 9 hits for Hedgesville, 1 run on 3 hits for Jefferson. The 3 Jefferson errors added to those 9 Hedgesville hits, a big part of the 9 runs on the board.
The 0-1 misses outside to Ollinger. Count now even 1 ball, 1 strike. Hunter Coe back on the mound for Hedgesville. That 1-1 fouled off at the plate. And getting a piece of our home plate umpire, Neil Ryman Schneider, kind of skipping it off right behind home plate as he'll now dust off the plate.
And a nice job by the veteran catcher Brady Weaver to go out to give the ump a little extra time as well.
Good sign of sportsmanship.
Hey, by the way, gives us a chance to tell you the answer to the third inning trivia. Can you name the most recent American League player to reach 250 career home runs before turning 28?
I'm a National League guy. That's a bad question for me.
The answer is, you're a fisherman. You should get this one.
A fisherman?
Mike Trout.
Wow.
That's
cheesy.
I'm sorry.
That's very cheesy.
Yeah, Mike Trout just did it recently, his 250th career home run before the age of 28.
That 1-2, a breaking ball. This is just off plate and a little low. Good check by Reagan Ollinger. He wanted to go after it, but was able to hold up. Count now even 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs here in the top of inning number 4. Out of the windup, here's Hunter Coe with that 2-2 and a ball sharply hit back up the middle. That's going to be a leadoff single for Ollinger.
Yeah, nice job. That pitch was a little up, but Ollinger was able to get the bat head up there and pound that one straight back through the box. Coe just getting out of the way of that one, really had no chance to defend that ball up the middle.
Now back-to-back innings with a leadoff hit for Jefferson. It was a single for Hayden Stang in the third. Now a leadoff single for Ollinger here in the fourth.
Well, Matt, you add in the hits with a hit batter and a walk in there as well, and they've left 5 base runners, 2 in scoring position, and have a base runner on now. They've gotten him on, haven't been able to get him in.
First pitch swinging for Dylan McCartney, fouls it off right behind home plate into the screen. Ollinger now gets his lead off first base. Coe out of the stretch. And here comes that 0-1. That one misses high on the fastball. 1-1 to McCartney.
Hey, back to Mike Trout. Pretty good start to what should be a Hall of Fame career, right? He's already played 9 seasons. He's not even 28 yet. And he's in his 9th season right now. He's played 8. This is actually the 9th season.
Strike 2 taken on the outside corner. Dylan McCartney now behind on the count 1-2. More on Trout.
He's got 1,229 hits for a .306 batting average with 250 homers and 675 runs batted in. Not bad for a guy that hasn't even hit 28 yet.
That 1-2 ground to the left side. It's going to get past Josh Rush. A diving Kyle West is able to knock it down. But safe on the infield single will be Dylan McCartney. Ollinger moving up to second, and a good heads-up play by Josh Rush to get back to the bag at third. No one was covering, but Ollinger will stay at second, so the first 2 aboard. Again, similar to the way the top of the third started for the Jefferson Cougars. Back-to-back singles.
Similar? I thought you were going to go with the old Yogi Berra line. It's deja vu all over again.
Well, the pitch numbers were different, so it's not identical. But
hey,
pretty darn similar. Thanks, John. Aren't the cameramen supposed to be quiet behind the scenes? We do have a pinch hitter at the plate. Going to be number 7, Michael Jeffries. Saw him in pinch hitting action last night. Jeffries, the pinch hitter for Camian Gonzalez. Gonzalez, a strikeout victim, his first at bat. Now Jeffries takes strike 1.
Jeffries on this season, 4 hits in 22 at bats. That's a 182 average. No homers, 6 driven in.
Ready now with the 0-1. Here's Coda Jeffries and a foul ball that skips off Brady Weaver and gets back to the backstop. Now the count 0-2 to Jeffries.
Jeffries has walked 4 times, has struck out 3, so his on-base percentage is at .308. Twice has reached on an error, and 5 times has come around to score a run.
Go now with that 0-2. That one misses just off the plate, ball 1.
A good eye that time. Jeffries not going to chase it. He'll step out and take that practice cut, catch his breath, and then dig back in.
Runners on first and second. No outs here in the top of inning number 4. The 1-2, strike 3 looking on the outside third. Got belled high, outer third of the plate, and Michael Jeffries retired for the first out of the inning on a strike 3 looking.
5 Ks in this ball game now for Hunter Coe. This game is kind of indicative of the way that it has gone for Jefferson as of late, just unable to score runs. They've had base runners, but haven't been able to take advantage.
Back to the top of the order, Hayden Stang swinging on the first pitch he sees, fouls that one off, out of play a little bit to the left of our broadcast position here in the press box at Eagle Field. Standing at second is Reagan Ollinger. First is Dylan McCartney.
6 of the 9 batters in this batting order have reached base at some point already in this game, and just 1 run on the board.
The 0-1 to Stang, a swing and a miss. Now behind in the count 0-2.
Good pitch.
Very
down
good.
And away.
Tough for a hitter to do anything with that except foul it off. So far in the game, Stang 1 for 2 with that single. Would come around to score in the third. Here comes that 0-2. That one just off the plate for ball 1. Much to the dismay of the Hedgesville faithful to our right.
Give Brady Weaver credit, too. He framed that one nicely, but you could see the glove move at the last second. I think that's why Neil Ryman-Schneider did not make that strike call.
Now with the 1-2. That one does miss outside.
Yeah, definitely off the corner.
Count now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
How you like Coe working that outside edge, though, after getting that second strike against Stang.
And a good at-bat by Stang was behind in the count 0-2. Unable to stay disciplined at the plate as he will call time, step out. Re-velcro those batting gloves. Adjust the helmet. And now step back in.
Just a junior. You heard Coach Lowry in our pregame talk about, hey, I've got a young team. Even if we don't get this win tonight, it'll be a great experience.
On the 2-2, a ground ball to second base. Bub with it, flipped to short. West now to first, and got him on the double play. That one going to go 4-6-3 to end the inning. Back-to-back singles to lead the inning off, but nothing to show for it as Stang grounds into the inning-ending double play. And we'll go to the bottom of inning number 4 when we come back. It's Hedgesville 9, Jefferson 1.
At Anthony's Pizza Inwood location, nobody does it better. We make our own dough and we bake it fresh twice daily. That's freshly baked twice a day to make sure your pizza always tastes great. Take advantage of our Anthony's Pizza special offer. Get 2 large one-topping pizzas, just $17.99. And when you buy 3 12-inch subs, the 4th one's on us. For the best in freshly made pizzas, subs, calzones, stromboli, lasagna, and more, it's got to be Anthony's Pizza, 372 Middleway Pike in Inwood. Call 229-7373 for delivery, anthonysmenu.com.
If you're not progressing in healthcare, you're falling behind.
WVU Medicine has planted itself here, and they're the first university that I've found who wants to take ownership of this population of Western Maryland, Southern Pennsylvania, Eastern Ohio, and the good people of West Virginia. And it's really refreshing to see.
I was able to do things that the patients were going away for, which is good for the patients, and it's good for us because we have more resources.
Certainly has helped take us to another level.
A nice rendition of Sweet Caroline being sang in the Hedgesville side of the field. I'm not sure there's a whole lot of joy and jubilation on the Jefferson side as I lean out the dugout, or lean out the press box, look down towards that dugout down the third base line. It's one of those songs that just is sung anywhere and by everyone, especially at a sporting event. Big in Boston,
Oh, yes.
Right, that is the song at Fenway. Bottom of inning number 4, 9-1, the Hedgesville lead. Kyle West set to lead it off. And teases a bunt attempt, then pulls it back. Good decision. That misses low in the dirt for ball 1.
Yeah, West good speed coming out of that left-hand batter's box, and now that's going to force Reagan Ollinger to shift his positioning just a little bit defensively at third.
Here comes that 1-0. That one misses high and outside. Ball 2.
Good zip on that fastball, but McCartney overthrew it just a bit.
West looking to be the 9th different person for Hedgesville to reach. Lelis one into right field. That's going to drop in for a single in front of Corey Daly. So prior to that at-bat, West was the only Eagle not to have reached base in this game. He says, I want in on the action. Now, all 9 have reached for Hedgesville.
Rush on a single, DeLauder a couple of homers, West now with a single, Coe with a double, Weaver with a single, Bubb an error and a walk, Martin reaching on an error, Luttrell a couple of singles, and Brown in the bottom of the order a single and a double. A lot of action at the plate today for Hedgesville as that base hit is going to be their 10th of the game already.
Warrants a visit to the mound by Jefferson head coach John Lowry.
Oh, not just
Sr.
a visit. I think he's making a change.
And it looks like it's going to be Zach Rose that is going to go on the mound, I believe, although now he's just getting the warm-up baseball. So we'll see who's coming in from left field. As McCartney will go to the second base where Taylor Tennant had been playing. Tennant goes in. Still waiting to see a number. Looks like we're going to get a number 10 coming in to pitch. That is going to be Jordan Trunnell. Coming into pitch. This pitching change brought to you by Bears Repair at 904 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Need an oil change or a complete overhaul? They do it all. For your automotive repair needs, call the certified mechanics at Bears Repair. Phone 304-262-0208. Well, while Mr. Trunnell gets in his warm-up pitches, we'll take a 60-second break and be back. We're in the bottom of inning number 4. It's Hedgesville 9, Jefferson 1.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We only make home loans, so we better be good at it. And we are. It's that simple. With our focus solely on mortgage lending, you can come to us with peace of mind knowing that your mortgage loan is in good hands. As one of the nation's largest private lenders, our focus is on helping you get into your new home.
Welcome back into Eagle Field. Jordan Trunnell finishing his warm-up pitches. Has a couple of defensive changes. It's going to be Dylan McCartney going to third base. Reagan Ollinger going to move to second. Taylor Tennant moving to shortstop, and Jordan Trunnell on the mound. The first batter he will see is Hunter Coe. Coe was swinging a miss on a Hardy cut that was above the letters for strike 1.
Coe had a double his last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. Looking for another big hit here.
Ready with that 0-1. Here's Trunnell. That one misses high. Gets off the glove of Colson Titus. Moving to second and getting in, standing up is Kyle West, our runner in scoring position. No outs here in the bottom of inning number 4.
Well, and these runs becoming very important right now for Jefferson because they're down 9-1. You get 2 more runs on that board for Hedgesville, and it becomes a mercy rule situation into that 5th inning.
That 1-1, I think, fooled Colson Titus on the pitch coming in. Definitely a ball should have been kept in front of Titus. And on the pass ball, that's going to allow West to advance to third base. 2-1 now the count to Hunter Coe. And it looked like he was expecting possibly something off speed. And that was a fastball on the outside corner. Here comes that 2-1. Coe's going to drive to the right side on a hop. It's Ollinger who will fumble it. And it's going to be too late over to first as Hunter Coe is going to reach. Coming in to score from third is Kyle West. Hedgesville takes the 10-1 lead here in the bottom of inning number 4.
Well, there you go. That's the game in a microcosm right now for Jefferson. As Ollinger, the second baseman, got to that one on a big hop right about a step into shallow right field. And as he went to plant and make the throw to first, his feet go out from underneath of him. By the time he can get the throw there, no chance to get Hunter Coe, who ends up with an infield RBI base hit.
Brings up Brady Weaver, the starting catcher for Hedgesville. He ducks in front of a breaking ball that finishes behind his head. Titus able to stand up, step behind the batter, and bring it in, ball 1.
Close the books on McCartney, responsible for 3 runs scoring on 4 hits in an inning and a third, a strikeout and a walk.
The ball inside, and that's going to hit Brady Weaver. So still yet to record an out here in this inning are the Cougars. And now 2 runners on. That'll bring up Tyler Bubb.
Now you got to imagine Bub's going to be asked to lay the bunt down and advance the base runners, as Matt Rupenthal going to come in as the courtesy runner. So you should have Minnick at second with Rupenthal at first now. A pair of courtesy runners on.
And don't look now, with no outs and a runner in scoring position, Hedgesville can get at least 1 here this inning. That would mean the Cougars are down to their final 3 outs, possibly of this season.
Yep, 2, 3, and 4 hitters would be the ones due in the top half of the 5th inning, and I think that's the reason pitching coach Ken Cross is out to try to settle it down a little bit for Jordan Trunnell. He's making his 11th appearance on the mound this season, a record of 2-1 with a 3.96 earned run average. Had worked 23 innings coming in, giving up 21 runs, 13 earned on 23 hits, 35 strikeouts, and 19 walks for Trunnell.
Tyler Bubb now steps in. He will square around a bunt, pushes one foul behind home plate as it just gets a piece of the bat. Runners will retreat. Count will be 0-1 to Bubb.
Yeah, Bubb really didn't get a good effort at that pitch as the bat was kind of pointing up and down. Not sure if he just didn't see it very well, but had a hard time just making a little contact.
Now squares much earlier. Trunnell will step off. Fake a throw back to second. Everybody back in safely. Bubb now squaring around again early as he gets this one down the first base line. Rose up with it. He will turn wheel back to second. And Ollinger brings it in, so a successful sacrifice bunt for Tyler Bubb. Moved 2 guys into scoring position. Now just 1 down here in the 4th.
Yeah, there you go. He should get some high fives as he makes his way back into the dugout. Very well done. Bubb had a hard time on that first pitch, but able to lay that one perfectly down the first base line where the only play was to get him.
And we're going to go down as a sacrifice, 3-4 in the scorebook. Rose turning around. Ollinger wheeling over to make the play. Now up Parker Martin as he takes ball 1 low and there. It gets away from Colson Titus coming in to score. From third easily will be Hunter Minnick, the courtesy runner for Hunter Coe. That's now a 10-run advantage for Hedgesville. They take the lead 11-1.
And just as importantly, Rupenthal goes to third, so an insurance run now just 90 feet away as well, and just 1 out in the inning. Big opportunity to get in that extra run and really force the hand of Jefferson.
Ollinger and Tennant coming in to talk to Trunnell. As Jordan Trunnell now takes a small lap around the mound. Now comes and toes the rubber out of the stretch. Now here's the 1-0 to Parker Martin. Martin rips one to short, up with it as Taylor Tennant. He'll go home with it. The runners will retreat, and safe at first is Parker Martin. Now Brady Weaver actually make that Matt Rupenthal. Retreating back to the third base. It's a good heads-up play by Taylor Tennant. Thinking that Rupenthal was going to cut to the plate. That was not the case. Took about 3 steps, then cut back to third base. Now runners out the corners. 1 down.
So Martin reaches on the fielder's choice. No out recorded as Tennant elected to throw to the plate to try to cut down the run. As you said, heads up base running. And now runners at the corners for Luttrell, who is 2 for 2 out of the number 8 spot in the order. Came in with 3 hits in 26 at-bats, 2 for 2 today.
The left-handed Luttrell steps in, a narrow batting stance for the lefty. First pitch to him is fouled out of play over the third base dugout belonging to Jefferson before strike one.
Now, you know, in games like this, somebody's going to step up and make plays, make things happen. And Luttrell and Brown really out of the bottom of the order have been big.
Now the 0-1, a ground ball to the middle. Up with it is Taylor Tennant. He'll tag second, fire over to first. Zach Rose hauls it in. That'll be an inning ending, a double play, 6 unassisted, then 6-3. A 2 and the inning. 2 runs do come across. And the Jefferson Cougars are going to need at least one to keep their season alive. They're down to their final 3 outs of this season here in the best 2 of 3, the regional championship series. We'll be back with the top of the 5th when we come back. It's Hedgesville 11, Jefferson 1.
The National Maritime Center primary mission is to credential all U.S. mariners. We have approximately 250 employees here in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Most people aren't aware of the quality of life here in Berkeley County. We have a lot of employees that are from the area. We obviously have folks that have to do tours here. And it's kind of a little bit of a hidden secret of how nice the quality of life is here.
When you're hurting, we're here. When things are confusing, we're here. Ranson, we're here when you need us.
2 in the bottom of the 4th. Jefferson down to their final 3 outs of the season. They need 1 to keep playing in this one. 11-1, the Hedgesville Eagle lead has set to come to the plate in this inning for Jefferson. Will be Taylor Tennant, Corey Daly, and Colson Titus, although the way that Coach Laver's been pitch hitting people left and right the last couple days, let's just say the 2-3-4 batter set to come up. We know it'll be Taylor Tennant as he stretches before coming into the batter's box to face Hunter Coe. We'll also attempt to get in our This Date in Baseball history quickly here in the top of the 5th inning.
Yep, it's brought to you by Bears Repair at 904 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Set up your automotive appointment at 304-262-0208.
First pitch to Tennant, a breaking ball misses low and inside, ball 1.
Hey, Tennant 2 for 2, has a couple of singles and has gone the other way each time, so he's a guy you want at the plate right now in need of runs.
That 1-0 foul ball, that'll get out of play down the right field line over near the bullpen for Hedgesville.
Taylor Tennant, Corey Daly, and Dylan McCartney, the only 3 seniors in this starting lineup, realizing this could be their last half inning of Jefferson Cougar baseball.
That 1-1, that's a strike letter high on the outer third. Now the count 1-2 to Taylor Tennant. Hunter Coe goes back, wipes the hand off. Now adjusts the blue hat with the white bill. Steps back into the windup on the left side of that, a pitching rubber. Ready to deliver that 1-2 to Tennant. Here comes that 1-2, a breaking ball, check swing at the plate, and are they going to say
a foul ball
at the plate? Didn't think Tennant came around quite enough to get a piece of that, but apparently he did. The count remains 1-2.
Yeah, the ball actually skimming off the bats on that break as it was getting to the plate. So the breaking pitch, Tennant made a little bit of contact. Really, the ball made the contact.
Again, the 1-2, that one misses a low and away. Now the count 2-2 to Tennant.
Well, it was a 2-2 pitch back in that first inning when he singled into right field, so he knows what to do even with 2 strikes on it.
Steps out. Looks to Coach Lowry on the third base line. Tennant now in. Here comes that 2-2 from Coe. A strike 3 looking on the outside corner. Great location for Coe and 1 down here at the top of inning number 5.
6 Ks now for Hunter Coe, as it'll bring up Corey Daly. All right, this date in baseball history, May 21st, 2013. I'm keeping the Mike Trout theme going as Trout becomes the youngest player in American League history to hit for the cycle, going 4 for 5 in the Angels' 12-0 rout of the Mariners.
First pitch to Corey Daly. Wanted to go around, held up, but a called strike at the plate.
In that game, the 21-year-old beats out an infield single in the third, has a triple in the fourth, a double in the sixth, and a home run in the 8th inning. to become the 6th Angel player to accomplish the feat.
That 0-1 fastball misses outside. Good backhanded stab by Brady Weaver. Count now even, 1 ball, 1 strike. The right-handed Daly towards the back of that batter's box. Another check swing at the plate, but that one too far off the plate. Now 2 balls, 1 strike.
That was our This Date in Baseball History, brought to you by Bears Repair, 904 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg.
The 2-1 to Daly. That one a strike on the outside corner. Count now knotted up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Back-to-back batters now seeing that 2-2 count. And the second time Daly has seen the 2-2 count as well, similar to Tennant. Also in the first inning, it was a strike 3 looking. Here comes that 2-2 check at the plate. Did he go around? The tag was applied by Brady Weaver. We'll have an appeal down to first base. Did hold up the swing. Count now runs full, 3-2.
Yeah, Dave Boyd, first base umpire, says no swing. From our angle, the right call.
Hunter Coe now toes that pitching rubber out of the windup, ready for the payoff pitch. Here comes that 3-2, and a ball that misses just off the plate, maybe also a little low. And a 1-out base runner is Corey Daly reach on the walk.
Second walk allowed, along with 1 hit batter for Coe. Has really had good control in this one when you consider he came in having walked 22 over 37 innings this season.
That brings up Colson Titus. Titus reached on that hit by pitch you just mentioned. Comes back with 2 down in the top of inning number 1. Also struck out in the third. He's got a runner on, a much-needed runner for Jefferson as Titus pops one up in the middle of the infield. It's going to be a short one going to the right of Tyler Bubb. He makes a great play on it, flips it over to first. Parker Martin hauls it in, and now 2 down is advancing on that infield flare was Corey Daly. He's now in scoring position, and a big at-bat coming up for Stevie Lee.
Very nice play by Bubb, as that ball had a lot of spin on it the way that it came off the bat of Colson Titus, and he was able to play that twisting carom and make that little pitch over to first base. That was not an easy play.
Again, brings up Stevie Lee. He fouls one off right in front of us into the netting for strike 1.
I would like to say I was ready to write there. That's what that flinch was. I was very quickly writing a strike, but in reality, I was not ready for that one.
Hey, I flinched on the Horowitz foul ball yesterday. You flinched on one today. We're even. 0-1 to Lee. Hunter Coe out of the stretch. Lee again fouls one off. This one gets out of play into the woods on the hill over the third base dugout. So Jefferson now down to their final strike.
Hedgesville won this regional title in 2013. They're looking to go back to the state tournament for the first time since then.
Eagle fans come alive along with the dugout. Here's the 0-2, fouled off again right to the left of us, hitting the net behind home plate. We'll do the 0-2 again to Stevie Lee. Good job just fighting that one off. And they have consistently pounded the outside of the zone to Stevie Lee, who stands a little off the plate for a lefty. Again, here comes that 0-2. That one high inside, ball 1.
Yeah, Stevie Lee's proven to be a tough out. A fly out in foul territory and a sac fly. He's got 19 strikeouts, but he leads his team with 107 at-bats. So not bad at all.
Corey Daly on second. Here comes that 1-2 to Stevie Lee. Swing and a miss! And the Hedgesville Eagles are going to the state tournament. They are your regional champions. Stevie Lee strikes out to end the game in an 11-1 Mercy Rule shortened a 5-inning game. The celebration on the field. Now, short-lived momentarily, definitely celebrating, but no dog pile, no anything. I think Hedgesville realizes that this is just a stepping stone for them, not where they want to be yet this season. The handshake at the end of this one, the season for Jefferson coming to a close. They will finish 27-9 on the season. And Hedgesville going to advance to 25-8. We'll break down this one, give you the final totals and more coming up in the Final Score, a post-game show brought to you by the Final Score. Plenty of screens to watch the games, pool tables, trivia nights, and great food and drink selections. Meet your friends at the Final Score, 1517 Winchester Avenue, just south of Martinsburg. Post-game show coming up next. Again, your final from here in a 5-inning Mercy Rule game. It's Hedgesville 11, Jefferson 1. Hedgesville, your regional champions. We'll be back after this break.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Whether you need business cards, banners, magnets, office stationery, or promo material, Panhandle Printing and Design can make it happen. Call 304-267-7400 for a quote, or visit us on the web at panhandleprintdesign.com.
If you hang the WVU Medicine sign, certainly has helped take us to another level.
He literally saved my life. It's just mind-boggling to me that he was able to do what he did.
We're able to affect much more of a difference for our patients with these resources.
Having people treated locally enhances their overall care.
They treat you great, and they're down to earth in the West Virginia way that all West Virginians treat each other.
Ron Hawker here. You have no idea what Johnny's goes through to bring you the best seafood around. We have snow crab clusters, shrimp, crab meat, fish, all the best seafood you want at Johnny's. It's a tough job out here, but our customers are worth it. Johnny's with two great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, and Route 11 south in Chambersburg.
Welcome back into the Final Score postgame show. Pictures being taken at home plate. Hedgesville, your Region 2 champions, going to be the representative from the Eastern Panhandle in the AAA High School Baseball State Tournament. It was an 11-1 victory for Hedgesville in a shortened 5-run game, the 10-run Mercy Rule victory. For Hedgesville in the bottom of the first, it was 1 run on 1 hit. Coming around to score was Chase DeLauder. That was a solo shot for him. Scoreless for Jefferson in the top of the second as well. Then 6 runs for Hedgesville in the bottom of inning number 2. That was 6 runs on 5 hits. 3 errors for Jefferson in that inning, 1 left on in that inning. So it could have been more for Hedgesville. Going to the top of the third, that was when Jefferson would get their first run of the ball game. It was a sacrifice fly. Stevie Lee scoring Hayden Stang. Bottom of the third, Hedgesville would come back and score 2 of their own on 3 hits. Top of the fourth, nothing for Jefferson. 2 in the bottom of the fourth for Hedgesville. That coming on 2 hits as well. Top of the fifth, nothing doing for Jefferson. And again, your final, it's 11-1, Hedgesville getting the win in this one. We'll be back to give you the final stats from this one coming up next in the Final Score postgame show. Again, your final here from Eagle Field, it's Hedgesville 11, Jefferson 1.
And Charlestown Ranson, we're here when you need us.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back into the Final Score postgame show. Time for our postgame stats brought to you by Dynamark Atlantic Security. Hey, don't become a statistic. Protect your family and home with the local alarm professionals at Dynamark Atlantic Security. They have the solutions to meet your needs and local monitoring as well. To learn more, call our buddy Ben Copenhaver at 304-671-2158. Well, once again, it was a good outing on the mound for the Hedgesville pitching staff. Hunter Coe in this one, 5 innings on the mound, 5 hits, gave up just 1 run, struck out 7, walked 2, and also hit a batter, Matt. He was fantastic.
Yeah, outstanding. And we mentioned coming in his control. He's had some issues this season walking batters, but in this one he did a great job of throwing strikes, getting ahead of hitters, and ultimately over 5 innings gave up just the 2 walks and 1 hit batter. Defense played well behind him. Great team effort. Pitching, defense, and obviously hitting.
For Jefferson, James Walsh got the start. He went just 1 2/3, gave up 7 runs on 6 hits. Didn't get a strikeout, didn't get a walk either. Dylan McCartney came in 1 1/3 innings of relief. He gave up 3 runs on 4 hits, struck out 1, also walked 1. Jordan Trunnell came in, the last pitcher for Jefferson. A 1 inning of work for him. Gave up 1 run on 1 hit, struck out 1, also hit a batter. And Matt, we've said it all year, Jefferson, their big thing this year was you knew you were going to get solid pitching from their guys on the mound, and you can't necessarily blame this one on the pitchers. It was another case where a couple of costly errors in that second inning really it was what did Jefferson in.
Well, and Coach John Lowry Sr. talked about it in our pregame show when he commented about, other teams right now against them have not been giving them base runners. They haven't been committing a ton of errors and/or they haven't been walking guys. And when you look at James Walsh, he gives up 6 hits. Not awful, but that did come in an inning and 2/3. The issue is when you end up committing those errors around him, things really came unraveled quickly in that second inning as the 6 runs scored on 5 hits and 3 errors. And at that point, when that lead expanded out to 7-0, you really felt it was going to be extremely difficult for this Jefferson team to rally the way their offense had been going.
Let's look at some batting totals, starting with the Jefferson Cougars. Only 5 hits for them. Hayden Stang, a single in that leadoff spot. 2 singles for Taylor Tennant in that number 2 batting spot. Corey Daly reached on a walk. Colson Titus hit by a pitch. And the bottom of the order, not bad for Jefferson today, especially in that 7-8 spot. For Reagan Ollinger, 1 single up to the middle into center field. A walk for Dylan McCartney along with an infield single as well. Looking at the numbers for Hedgesville, who didn't do what they needed to do in that batting lineup. They finished with 11 hits. Josh Rush, single in that leadoff spot. Chase DeLauder, proving while he's making another case to be the state player of the year for the 2nd year in a row. A home run in the first and a 3-run shot in the second. That home run in the first, a solo shot. Kyle West reached on a single in the 5th. He would come around to score. Hunter Coe, he had 2 hits on the day, an infield single and a double. Brady Weaver hit by a pitch, also singled. Tyler Bubb reached on an error in the 2nd, walked in the 3rd, also a sacrifice bunt. That was big in the 4th inning. That helped get this mercy rule game going, and it helped make it 11-1. Parker Martin reached on an error, also grounded into a fielder's choice. J.R. Luttrell, an infield single, a single to left field, so he finished 2 for 3. And 2 hits by Caleb Brown in the number 9 spot, a RBI double and an RBI single. So really 1 through 9, the Eagles did what they needed to do. Finals in this one for Jefferson, 1 run on 5 hits, 3 errors, 7 runners left on 4 in scoring position. For Hedgesville, 11 runs on 11 hits, 1 error, 3 runners left on, all 3 were in scoring position. Matt, as we're going to wrap up our season coverage here, just thoughts on this one and really this season as a whole.
We knew coming into the year that this Hedgesville team was going to be a very good one. We knew as well that this Jefferson team was going to be very solid. When you looked at the underclassmen that Jefferson had last year, when you looked at the senior class that you knew was coming in for this Hedgesville team, Martinsburg had a very strong season. Spring Mills surprised a lot of people under a first-year head coach Musselman with a nice season. But you kind of knew coming in these were your 2 teams that you felt could be there, thought would be there, and here they are. And in the end, Hedgesville just too much offense. They did it again in all 3 facets of the game. They pitched well today. They played good defense. They hit the baseball. Yesterday, they did it again. They hit the baseball when they needed it in a game where there weren't a lot of runs. But again, they got good pitching and defense. This is a Hedgesville team that has earned this regional championship. And now let's wish them all the best as they head down to Charleston to represent the region in the state tournament. By the way, the state semis in AAA next Friday. 5 p.m. is the 1 seed versus the 4 seed, and then 50 minutes after that first one, it's the 2 seed versus the 3 seed. We just have to wait and see where this Hedgesville team will be seated.
Well, our post-game stats were a service of Dynamark Atlantic Security. Hey, don't become a statistic. Protect your family and home with the local alarm professionals at Dynamark Atlantic Security. They have the solutions to meet your needs and local monitoring, too. To learn more, call Ben Copenhaver at 304-671-2158. Again, Hedgesville, your Region 2 champions, beating Jefferson 11-1. Hunter Coe getting the win tonight. His record improves to 4-1. James Walsh, his record going to drop to 7-2. The tough luck loser. Time of the game, 1 hour and 26 minutes. I want to thank Patrick Feely and Logan Nichols back at the studio. John Alderton, our TV10 cameraman, and all the folks here at Eagle Field, all the coaches for the interviews throughout the entire season, and thanks to everyone around the Eastern Panhandle for the hospitality this season. We could not do our jobs if it wasn't for you all and helping us out with all of these broadcasts. For Matt Miller, I am Matt Crawford, reminding you the final here. It was Hedgesville 11, Jefferson 1. Hedgesville advancing to the state tournament. The Jefferson season comes to a close. Their season finishes 27-9. Until next season, we'll see you then.